Yeah, I'm back and I'm better than ever. I am feeling myself and I should, cause in my mirror is the face of a young dog. Come on, go hard. And y'all don't want it with me. I'm back and I'm better than ever. I am smelling myself and I should, cause in my mirror is the face of a young king. Yeah, that's no thing. No, don't want it with me. I'm back on my ish walk with a ditty bop. Yeah. Baby keep licking her lips at me, I see her mama. But I proceed to strut in my stuff. I'm listening to the Black Album, no love for the suckers. I got my shoulder brushed. Money is folded up, jeans is freshly pressed. I stop to fold the cuffs, I'm smoother than butter, baby. Love it, baby. Swiping the text on the Sprint, epic, I spit excellence, get it together. I'm the next to blow, like a car with over 500 horses. It's hard to catch the flow. So anything that's in my path is just a stepping stone. Only of course a beneficial, I connect the phone. No time for idle chatter, I would rather just be left alone. It's only money on my mind, trying to collect the dough. I'm back with another episode. Let's go. So if you're too slow to see that I am doing my thing, I gotta show them that I'm living my life. You can't stop me now. I'm back and I'm better than ever. I am feeling myself and I should, cause in my mirror is the face of a young dog. Come on, go hard. And y'all don't want it with me. I'm back and I'm better than ever. I am smelling myself and I should, cause in my mirror is the face of a young king. Yeah, it's no thing. No, want it with me. I am smoother than peanut butter, still I'm rough around the edges. Like you ain't cut the crust from off the bread. My talk is slick enough to get a fiend to loan me $1, but still I'm thug enough to bust a head. Listen, I bring the balance just like one of them wristbands, and stay grounded while you dudes is sinking like quicksand. I'm always up like a bike with a kickstand, so if you think you'll ever catch me sleeping, better switch plans. I grab the latest flavors off the kickstand. My dress code is always on point like a snitch hand. Yeah, I got the same desires as a rich man, so I can't leave the earth without having a pot to piss in. I'm only twisting up the pot when I'm pissed in. I know for a fact that if I can't smoke the fifth pin, y'all old dudes are playing dirty like a pig spin. I give them not a minute like a clock with no big hand. I'm back and I'm better than ever. I am feeling myself and I should, cause in my mirror is the face of a young dog. Come on, go hard. And y'all don't want it with me. I'm back and I'm better than ever. I am smelling myself and I should, cause in my mirror is the face of a young king. Yeah, it's no thing. No, don't want it with me.
Winners aren't losers. They're winners like me. A loser's a loser. Which one will you be? Winners do deals and winners get rich, while sad little losers sit there and bitch.
Yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Yo, what's the deal? Yo, it's your man's Izzy Bands, aka Israel Mills. You know the drill. This is the Real Spill with Mills show. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. 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 Yeah. Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all already know what's hitting for. Yo, we're going to have a hell of a show for y'all today, right? Today's show. Man, oh man, oh man. Woo! Good. Today's show is your work on you or is it in you? What profits a man to gain everything? But we know it's what profits a man to gain the world and lose his soul, says the Bible. But we cannot ask that question on the title. It's too long. But we're going to get into it today. So in the meantime, between time, let's talk about the likes, because the likes are absolutely free. Like, so of course, you absolutely make sure you do like the homie Trish says, smash the like button.
Come on, push a button.
You heard her. Likes are free. Push the like button.
Push the goddamn button.
Likes are free 99. I'm gonna have to be Avatar is today. I'm not feeling that great. I might have to be Avatar is for a little while, y'all. So y'all gonna have to bear with me. Y'all gonna have to bear with your man Izzy Bands. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna bear with your man Izzy Bands. I'm gonna have to be Avatar Izzy. Avatar Izzy. Avatar Izzy. Avatar Izzy. Yeah. I'm about to be Avatar Izzy. Avatar Izzy. Yep. That's what we're gonna have to do. That's what we're gonna have to do. Cause man, we ain't feeling the best, but we keep it moving. We keep it moving no matter what. No matter what, we keep it moving. No matter what, we keep it pushing. No matter what, we give you the best show we could give you. Rain, snow, sleet, hell. I had to take a day yesterday. It was coming to a head. I had to take a day yesterday. So listen, if you be so kind, if you feel so inclined, if you like the show, do me a favor.
Show me the money.
Spot for a Glock. I took a loss over floss, but still got a knock.
Show me the money.
Yes, sir. Show me the money. The money. Support the show. Support the stream. Yeah, we gotta be Avatar Izzy, TMKC. Avatar Izzy sometimes. Sometimes you gotta be Avatar Izzy. I'm gonna have to be Avatar Izzy for a little while. I don't know. But y'all bear with me. I'm gonna try to at least give y'all the intro. Let y'all see my face in the place. Let y'all know I'm okay. I'm still gonna make it. We still gonna make it. Hey. Yo, so there's been a whole lot going on. man. A whole lot's happening. And it's like the level of hypocrisy, the level of what they call selective outrage, the level of bias, confirmation bias, and things is at an all-time high. Now, this is not about Anton personally, right? This is not about Anton personally. Let me say that one more time. This is not about Anton personally, because actually, I like Anton. Actually, there's a lot of things that I admire about Anton, but I am a type of person that if I agree, I can agree. I could like you and still not agree with you on everything. I could like you and think that some things that you're doing wrong, right? And usually I mind my own business. Usually I don't interject myself into things that don't have nothing to do with me, right? Now, I think that this absolutely has something to do with each and every one of us, especially if we're melanated in America. And so that way I have to speak on this, right? I have to speak on this. This is not about Anton Daniels from AntonDaniels.com personally at all. It's not. It's my guy. I don't have nothing to get. Shout out to, hey, Gab Light Too Bright. I appreciate you, sis, coming through with the come through. Y'all be like Gab Light Too Bright and support the show, support the stream. Y'all know what our goals is. Our goals is the same goals. We trying to get 25 people at least $5 a piece, but because Gab Light Too Bright, she said it all right. We just need 24 people, at least $5. Support the show, support the stream. Now, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna welcome y'all in the building in a moment. Thank you so much.
Hope you don't mind if I say this out loud. How wonderful life is, 'cause you're in the world.
I love you. Oh, there you go. That Stream Elements is working. Shout out to my man JD1975 that got it right for me. Shout out to my man JD1975 code. The Stream Elements is working, player. Yeah. Hopefully it do what it's supposed to do. What's up? Same day parlays in the building. What up, though? Emperor Kojak 303 the Great. What up, though? What's going on? Raj Wills in the building. Hey, TMKC, Avatar Izzy. Who's that mystery man? What? Stop playing with me, Sin 7 Cent. Stop playing with me, Sin 7 Cent. Are you serious? It's Avatar Izzy, baby. Try to play with my feelings and emotions. You know I'm a handsome man. Shit, don't play with the man. Bruh, I'm trying to tell you. bro. Handsome. Anyway, I digress. I don't like to show my handsomeness all the time. You know what I'm saying? I like to hide it, keep it a secret. Stop. Oh shit. I see you, Izzy, with the stream. Yeah, Stream Elements is working, son. Hopefully it put the it do everything. So hopefully it do everything. Hopefully it do everything. And for the record, this is all Easy Bears, not me. My name is Wes. I in this mess. Yeah. Shout out to my man Emperco. Emperco Jack 3 and 3 the Great has absolutely nothing to do with the thoughts, feelings, and expressions expressed by Israel Mills. This is me, Izzy Bears, by myself, right? I did not consort with Emperco. I did not conspire with Emperco. Emperco don't got a god doggone thing to do with this. He's just my number one mod, my guy. Now he happens to be very good friends, go way back with Anton. So this has nothing to do with their relationship, nothing to do with Emperco. All right. Yeah, shout out to that, man. Shout out to Stream Elements doing their job. I like that. You need that AI machine? Hey, I got you, Tim Casey. I got you. But yo, so in case you've been under a rock, right? And in case you are not familiar, which sometimes it happens, right? We're not really familiar with what's going on. We're not really familiar with what's happening. This story right here is from a small place, and it's from a small place. This small place is Frisco, Texas. Right? Excuse me. And in Frisco, Texas, there was a track meet. And at this track meet, a young man named Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony, of all names. His name is Melo. His name is Carmelo Anthony. Ain't that something? Carmelo Anthony and a young man named Austin Metcalf, may God rest his soul, had a chance encounter. Okay, from what we can gather in this chance encounter, it went something like this. It was a track meet. It was at 10 a.m. in the morning. Okay, it was a track meet. It was at 10 a.m. in the morning, and it started raining. Okay, from multiple accounts, the young man Carmelo Anthony went under the opposing team's tent. Now, the details from him going under the opposing team's tent is a little sketchy from there, right? We don't know yet. There's been some people that says, hey, the guy Austin and his twin brother were harassing Carmelo and told him to get out of there. You got to get out of there, get gone, make your head get small like Tylenol. And there's certain different variations of Austin put his hands on Carmelo. And from there, Carmelo said, listen, don't put your hands on me. Or he said, if you put your hands on me again, you're going to see what happens. Some variation of that, right? And apparently, Austin put his hands on Carmelo again. And then Carmelo stabbed the young man. And the young man, Austin, is no longer with us. He's no longer with us. May God rest his soul. May God help the families, both families, in this tragedy. Because the truth of the matter is there are a lot of people hurt. There are a lot of people suffering. That's the truth. The truth is there are a lot of people hurt, a lot of people suffering. Right? There's a lot of people hurt, a lot of people suffering. To make it seem like it's one-sided is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It makes absolutely no sense. Yes, a young man lost his life, and that is tragic, and that is sad. At the same time, we have another young man fighting for his life in Carmelo Anthony to not go to prison for the rest of his life. They're trying to charge this young man with first-degree murder. First-degree murder. And if, in case you don't know, that is a premeditated situation. That is the highest degree that you could get as far as deletion, right? So we're going to get into the story. Shout out to my man, Romello747, Bangkok. $5. Thank you. Read all Emperor Kojak's comments. I still think we are all the chopping block. We are all, I guess, all on the chopping block. But shout out to my man, Bandit Romello747 Bangkok. Shout out to Bandit Romello747 Bangkok. Thank you very much, good brother, for the 5. Y'all be like Gab, like Too Bright, and Bandit Romello747, and y'all support the show, support the stream, you know what I mean? And we will definitely do our very best to read all of my brother Emperor Kojak 303 the Greats comments, and we will at least introduce everybody in the building at least once. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you, man.
Thanks, man.
Make money, make money. When shit hit the fan, we'll take money.
Another note, shout out to Unique being back. Shout out to Unique being back. Young, fly, flashy mother. Man, Unique is a fly nigga, man. Shout out to Unique from Raising Canaan. That's a fly guy, man. That's a fly guy, man. That Negro is fly, man. Shout out to Unique coming back. You know what I'm saying? Coming back. Shout out to A Carpenter's Journey in the building. Definitely in you. Big Dog Barking is in here. Hey, Classic Creole. Salute, Sugarfoot. Good to see you. What's up? Lord 80th Facts. That's the Painter Saint. Easy Bands. I know. Josh Gates in the building. What's up? What's up, Josh? What's going on, family? How you doing today? So, yeah. Allegedly, he went into the opposition tent. Yes, that is the case. Yes. Okay, you heard a friend invited him. Okay. It's possible, Big Dog Barker. We don't know the details. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate you. Thank you, brother, for having my back always. I appreciate you, my good brother, Josh Gates in the building. Y'all be like Josh as well and support the show, support the stream. You know what I mean?
God damn it, I like the way you do bit.
It don't matter what the situation, I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine. No matter what the situation.
Appreciate you. What's up, Just Me, aka Angry Woman, is in the building. What's going on? Sin 7 Sin, how you doing? Sin 7 Sin is in the building. Stand your ground in Texas can be used for children, but is generally limited to their residence or car. Public places do not meet the requirements, says Sin 7 Sin. And that's possible that she is correct. We have to see though. And this is really where I want to pick up. Okay, we're gonna get into details according to this article. But this is where I want to pick up, and this is what I want us to bear in mind. I have a real big issue with the stream that my guy, Anton Daniels, did the other day. I have a huge issue with the stream that Anton and Charleston White did the other day. Well, Anton did the review of Charleston White on this random podcast. I don't know. Y'all probably know who that white guy was. I had no clue. But I have a huge issue. And we're going to get into that in a minute. And we're going to talk about it. All right? In the meantime, between time, support the show, support the stream. Hey, Vixen Forever. How you doing, sis? Good to see you. Yes, sir. Houston tonight. Yes, sir. What's going on, Uncle Jeff? How you doing? I really don't think the Pank people want to look at the black to white. Got away with red rum scoreboard. Even if this dude did do it, he did do it. It's Whitey 20 million us versus us, I guess he said. Carmelo and OJ. Alexis Williams said he's innocent. They was trying to harm him. Yeah, we're gonna get into all of that. Make sure y'all support the show so we could open up a panel as well. Because I know this is a heated conversation, and it has divided our nation, right? This young brother, as you see, looks extremely distraught. But let's see what this has to say. I'm just curious what this has to say. Let's see first. Let me get some volume over here.
For the first time since a Frisco High, it's the fatal stabbing that has left a community shaken and divided. For the first time since a Frisco High School track meet turned deadly, Collin County DA Greg Willis is speaking out.
It's not unusual in the aftermath of a crime for there to be a lot of publicity about it.
And this case has sparked deep tension. 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony charged with murder in the death of Austin Metcalf. Willis says his office hasn't received the case yet, but concerns have been raised about whether the case will be tried outside of Collin County.
Ultimately, that'll be a judge's decision to make at the time of trial. But yes, I want it here. This happened in Collin County. I want Collin County citizens to be able to decide this.
While one family mourns a loss,
my son is not here anymore, and I don't understand it.
Meanwhile, Anthony's family is facing their own challenges.
Their personal address has been exposed. They have received graphic and racist threats.
Monday morning, the judge will decide whether or not Anthony's bond will be reduced. Willis says Carmelo won't face the death penalty.
That would not be something that we could do even if we wanted to.
That's because of the Supreme Court's ruling on the 2005 case Roper versus Simmons, which banned the death penalty for youth who were convicted of murder before they turned 18. While the investigation into the stabbing unfolds, Metcalf's funeral is this weekend. In Collin County, I'm Adriana De Alba.
Wow. Now, I don't know. Listen. I want to, if we can, what I would like us to do is I would like us to reserve judgment. I would like us to reserve judgment on the young man as Austin Metcalf that lost his life. And I would also like us to reserve judgment on our little brother, Carmelo Anthony. I would like for us to speak on, because I really don't, a lot of people have done a good job. Shout out to Jason Black. To me, he's done an excellent job. He was one of the first people that I've seen that talked about this. He's thoroughly went over this. He's done a great job. There's people in our space that have been covering this, that have been talking about this. I've seen Auntie had talked about this a few days ago. Shout out to Auntie. There's a lot of people who's gone over this, right? There's a lot of people who's covered this, right? And mostly everybody who's covered it has covered it from the aspect of presumed guilt or innocence, right? And that's understandable, I guess, right? What I really want to talk about is I want to talk about how we as content creators have a certain level of responsibility, I think, not to swing the pendulum one way or another, especially when this young man hasn't even gone to trial yet. And I find it egregious. Let me say it again. I find it egregious what Charleston White and Anton did in this particular young brother's case. And we're going to get into all of that in a minute. We're going to get into all of that in a minute. Now, I don't want to say he's innocent. I don't want to say he's guilty because we don't know. All the facts have not come out yet. Most of the facts haven't come out. We just know speculation. We just know, it's a black young man that deleted a white young man, and we think it's accidental. Look at the young man's face. He's definitely remorseful. We don't know enough. We really don't to come to a solid conclusion. Now, there's people who were there who said a little of this, a little of that. His people said a little of this, a little of that, but no one has really gone into extreme detail, right? So let's get into it. Let's get into it, and we'll go from there. So this says, Frisco track meet stabbing. Fundraiser for teen. Deletion suspect raises more than $350K. Like, okay. He's going to need it, right? He's going to need it for his defense, unfortunately, right? All of that is going to go to his defense and then some. He better use it to be able to resurrect Johnny Cochran or to do some alchemy to bring a Johnny Cochran to save him. He gonna need it. He gonna need it, unfortunately, right? Carmelo Anthony, 17, was arrested and charged with deletion for fatally stabbing Frisco Memorial High School student Austin Metcalf during a track meet, right? May God rest his soul. Frisco, Texas, a fundraiser set up for the team. Okay, they got that money. Okay, cool. In the arrest affidavit obtained by WFAA, Anthony confessed to stabbing and claimed he'd been trying to protect himself. Okay, so that's one thing that's important. Allegedly, this news publication has got an affidavit, and in that affidavit, the young man stated that he did do it. At the same time, he did it to protect himself. As of the morning of April 11, a fundraiser on Give, Send, Go for Anthony raised $351,055 of its $450,000 goal. The narrative being spread is false, unjust, and harmful. Quote, as a family of faith, we are deeply grateful for all of your support during this trying period. Your prayers and assistance mean more to us more than ever, as a post on the fundraiser page attributed to the Anthony family reads, right? People, quote, are mad about our stance to allow Carmelo Anthony family a campaign on Give, Send, Go, and I get it. It's a horrible situation. There are even calls for a boycott, but because I know a similar scenario will happen again for someone on the quote-unquote right, and our competitor won't allow them a campaign, even though it is a legal endeavor, people will be back to using Give, Send, Go, co-founder Jacob Wells wrote on X. GoFundMe's terms of service, by contrast, prohibits users from using the platform to raise funds for the legal defense of financial and violent crimes, according to the website. I wanted to share my perspective on the ongoing discussion about whether we should allow fundraising for individuals who've been charged with a crime. Give, Send, Go co-founder Heather Wilson wrote on X. We're now seeing similar outrage from the right as we once did from the left when we allowed campaigns for Kyle Rittenhouse and Daniel Penny. In both of those cases, we upheld the principle that someone is presumed innocent. Now, this is very, 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 very important. This last statement to me is the most important statement. Because in America, our judicial system, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. Our system, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. Shouldn't that same stand apply here as well? And that's an absolute, right? So let's talk about that first. Let's talk about that first, because this is the problem. It's so many things that are contradictory and so many things that are so backwards in our society today. And this is the problem with what I'm about to show you, with what I believe that Charleston White did and what Anton agreed with. So many times trials are won and lost in the realm or the courtroom of public opinion. And once this public opinion is spread, and once this public opinion is promoted, then that becomes the ruling. Excuse me, I apologize. That becomes the ruling. That becomes the ruling. And because of that, we have become a society that really is no longer predicated on innocent until proven guilty, is no longer freedom of speech or expression, it is like a verbal or virtual lynch mob. That's really what we've become, a verbal and virtual lynch mob. We've become the very thing that this country was fighting against, or the people who came to this country were allegedly fighting against from the beginning. We've gone back to it. And like they said, unless you understand history, it's destined to repeat itself. Right? Right, no doubt. Alexis Williams said, you can't have it both ways. Second Amendment rights for one group of people and then none for another. Public perception. That's a fact, Josh. That's a fact. I like that name. The Church Lady Bingo Hat Network. My man is the pager say of lost niggas. Yup. Until you burn that hat here on front of us, I'm gonna run with that narrative. All right, and that ain't gonna happen. So good luck. Good luck. My man Emperor Cole said, and Texas got the death penalty too, and he deleted a white person. Oh, they gonna everything to give him. Nah, they can't. He just said they're not gonna give him that. Don't be surprised if the DOJ steps in and tries to get. Nah. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that, Cole. We don't have to worry about that one. They're not gonna do the precedent. Precedent has already been set, and so they're not gonna do it. Now, Anton is my boy. I've known him and his wife for almost 30 years, but I got to disagree with Anton on this one. And yeah, and this is not personal against Anton. I disagree with him strongly, and I think that he's doing a horrible thing, and I'm going to talk about it. Plus, there was a history of both of them twins bullying this kid. In fact, they bullied this kid earlier that day before the incident. Enough is enough. Wow, I didn't hear about that. I don't know about that. I didn't hear about that. I don't know about that, but wow, if that's the case, wow. What's up, Ski Mask Citizen? What's going on? The Metcalf should have kept his hands to himself. Now, that's a fact. What's up, Loaded Locks Gaming? The twin was a witness. Kid wasn't jumped. He wasn't jumped, okay? We gonna get what's soft, Loaded Locks Gaming. What you think is soft, brother? Ronnie, what's up, Ronnie? That wow. Okay. I'm not gonna go that far, but shout out to you, Ronnie. This was only self-defense. He should be free right now. Having him locked up is a huge miscarriage of justice. Now, what we do know is this, like, and there's been some back and forth as to whether he's guilty. I mean, already, whether it was self-defense, whether he got jumped, whether he didn't get jumped. That we don't really know as of right now, unless she was there. Shout out to KL Black. We don't really know that right now unless she was there, right? Oh, wow. Yo, but let's say this. The deceased kid went to Anthony's tent, so how is he even charged already? Well, I that's not how I heard it, Josh. I heard Anthony, they're making it seem like Anthony went to their tent, and then, you know what I'm saying, that's what the problem was, allegedly. But what's up, D-Town? He got jumped, OG. Okay. I don't know for a fact, but let's kind of get off of that for a second until we open up the panel. Let's get off that for a second, because I want to talk about this. This is what I want to talk about. Let's review Anton's video. Anton's video reviewing Charleston White. It's a review of a review of a review, man. Shit, y'all be all right. Shout out to Anton Daniels from AntonDaniels.com. All right, it's a review of a review of a review. Y'all be okay. Play with me. And make sure y'all supporting the show, support the stream. I mean, we just need 22 people, at least $5 a piece to support the show. What's up, Kills? A salute to the platform, my man, Uncle Jeff. And the precedent has been set is by us. We set a precedent that says there's no negative consequence to anything, to include deletion in front of us, from us. They feel free to burn him. That's on us. Well, that's kind of what I want to talk about. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Disclaimer. Thank you very much. Classy Creole. Salute, love. Appreciate you. Yo, so man, let's get into this. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. This is going to be triggering. If you haven't seen this, this is going to be triggering. Probably my review of this is going to be triggered too. So if this is not for the faint of heart, this is not for the faint of heart. This is not for the ultra sensitive. This is not for people who are easily agitated and highly irritated. I'm just going to let you know. If you're easily agitated and highly irritated, this probably is not for you. I'm going to give you warning already before I start this, because you're going to hear a lot of shit that is going to be like, God, it's going to be egregious shit. I'm not in front. It's going to be some egregious shit, okay? Some egregious shit happening here, okay? But we're going to talk about it. Oh, Lord. What he going to say? Oh, classy. Oh, classy. Oh, classy. Woo. I'm not going to put my face on Charleston. Hell no. Nah. Hell no. Nah. You know, I got enough. Listen, I put my face right there. But Izzy said, no the hell Izzy did. Y'all, why y'all always lying on Izzy? Why y'all always lying on Izzy said? I can't put my face right there. Okay, I'll put my face to the side. All right, let's get to it. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Let's get it. Let's go. Whew. Here we go.
Austin Metcalf. You see the boy in Frisco stabbed to death by Carmelo Anthony?
Yeah. My heart goes out to the family. They trying to make this a race issue, and this is a right or wrong issue.
Okay. So no, real quick. I like where you're going on this, because I'm not even trying to race bait or anything. People are making this about black and white. You see that they're trying to make this kind of like a Trayvon Martin kind of. You know, they're talking about it. But where do you?
It is. Trayvon Martin was an angry black kid that had to be sent to his father because he lacked discipline. Grew up in a home with his single mother.
Nigga, this man already. Yo, how the hell? Yo, wait, hold up.
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
How is it okay? This is the first thing that I want to ask, right? How is it okay that young man, Trayvon Martin, went to the store to get some candy and a drink from his dad's apartment? He was going back to his dad's apartment. A stranger, a niglet he didn't know, approached him. What do we teach our children about strange, nondescript men approaching them? You go, you run, you get the hell out of there. How are we blaming the victim? See, it's okay, and this is part of the reason why it seems to be racial, right? Why it seems to be racial, right? Not Rachel, but racial, right? Because of the fact that when it comes to us melanated people that are from here, that been here, we are expendable. Our lives are expendable, it seems like. Take us out, no consequence, no real concern, no real outrage. But if there's a situation where you are trying to defend yourself or trying to get somebody up off you and you should happen to take them out, oh Lord, he is a thug. He's a thug with a 3.7 GPA, doing very well in school. He's a thug that's never been in trouble. He's a thug with that level of remorse on his face. He's a thug. Why? Because he's melanated and he's from here and his people from here? Why? Makes absolutely no sense. So all logic and reason goes out the window when it's us. All logic and reason goes out the window when it's us. All logic and reason goes out the window when it's us. It's all kinds of excuses and all kinds of reasons why it's okay to delete us. Because obviously every young black man, so-called black child, has to be angry and has to be violent, right? But except for Charleston White and Anton Daniels, right? All the black men except for Charleston White and Anton Daniels and whoever they like or whoever they deem worthy are violent and are criminals. It's insane to me. It's insanity to me. I'll be real with you, right? I know that's right, Josh Gates. That's a fact. The biggest thugs I know aren't black either. That's a god doggone fact, bro. Hey, my parents told me when I was a kid, if you can't outrun an MF or delete them, my pop said him and my mom would handle the police afterwards. Right. Because you're supposed to run, Co. If a stranger Alexa play Sesame Street, stranger danger, stranger danger, stranger danger. You run from that MF. That's a fact. You're supposed to run. Run, Forrest, run. What you look like as a kid trying to fight a grown man you don't even know? Why is that grown man after you? Why is that grown man telling you to stop? Why is that grown man trying to accost you for any reasons? Shout out to Easy. What's up, Easy? When I walk to the store for a drink of chips, I always have the iron on me, and I typically sell at least 3-4 packs. I'm innocent because I bought a drink at the store, right? Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Alexis, I'll protect you. Shout out to John. Dun, 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 dun. Let's get to it. Let's go.
Any well-behaved kid with manners that had respect of adults, once George Zimmerman approached him, whether he's right or wrong, as a child, this is an adult. You get off the phone with that fat-ass girlfriend you trying to fuck, you call your dad and say, hey, Dad, it's an adult around here to just stop me. He says he's calling the police. Rather than doing that, he had an attitude because as young black males in this country, we have an authority problem because we walking around angry, displaced from our father.
Yo, wasn't he trying to get away from the guy and the guy kept following? Now, wait. Hold on. Was it what? Yo, and how this got on Trayvon Martin, I don't know. May he rest in peace. Can you let that young brother rest in peace? He already lost his life. George Zimmerman already didn't do no time. Can you let the young brother rest in peace? Jesus, Jiminy Crickets, right? Yo, but if my understanding of that case was, didn't Trayvon Martin try to run away from the guy? Didn't George Zimmerman pull out a gun and Trayvon tried to run from the guy and the guy got jumped on Trayvon and Trayvon was trying to fight him off of him? Wasn't that what happened? Wasn't that what happened? It's been a while now, believe it or not. It's been a while now. So what are you talking about? The first thing is not to stop to a strange man that you don't know trying to tell you anything. The first thing is to try to get away from said strange man. What? You want me to do what? Stop? Do what? Nah, I'm out of here. I don't know what you got going on. What you trying to do? You could be Jeffrey Dahmer. Is he at the movie theater last night? It was on me. Shout out to you. Yo, what's up, Jethro? Carmelo Anthony was wrong. No need for a knife. Delete. Attract me. Well, I mean, listen. A 3-inch knife, that could be argued. That could be argued one way or another. I could see both sides of that argument. I'm going to be honest with you, Jethro. Jethro, I could see both sides of that argument, right? I could see where he shouldn't have had the knife. I could see where he might have needed the knife or whatever. If a 3-inch knife is not a real big blade or whatever, but I understand it. I could see both sides of that argument. I'll be honest with you. But let's get back to this and how they are framing this and trying to vilify or criminalize this brother that lost his life. Trayvon Martin is no longer with us. Why are we villainizing Trayvon Martin?
issue, but we resent our mothers.
That's true.
So we're a ticking time bomb. And Trayvon Martin could fight. So that's why I say you be careful approaching some of these young kids. What a 13-year-old will kick a 40-year-old's ass.
That's true.
And that's what happened in that situation.
Well, if you light in the ass like you, Charleston White, yeah, a 13-year-old may kick your ass. A 13-year-old, that's gonna have to be an extraordinary 13-year-old to kick my ass. I'm gonna be honest with you. A 13-year-old may kick your ass, but that 13-year-old has to be an extraordinary 13-year-old to kick mine. I'm gonna be real with you. Maybe because you light in the ass and you small and you little and all that shit, maybe a 13-year-old could kick your ass. Maybe that's possible. But come on, fam. Stop this shit. So now, not only are you sitting there and villainizing and criminalizing Trayvon Martin, who already lost his life, but you are feeding into negative stereotypes and negative perceptions of young black males. And do you have any sons, my boy? Do you have any sons? You must not have any sons or nephews or little cousins that you care anything about, because that is crazy. So now you're making it seem like young 13-year-old black kids, so-called black kids, are capable of just whipping grown folks' ass. So now they should be extra scared and extra prepared to take them and take their lives. Yo, this is some diabolical shit. This is some diabolical shit. What profits a man to gain the world and lose his soul? You are spreading propaganda and lies and weaponizing hatred against your own people. Shout out to Willie Mack in the building. I want the whole truth about bullying thing, because if the kid Carmelo only was getting harassed verbally and he went to school proper like the white kids do, he saw. Well, that obviously, how do you do that with a 3-inch knife, bro? And did you see your young brother's face? He looked sorry. He looked remorseful. He asked, was the kid okay? By all accounts, he asked, was that kid okay? Was he gonna be okay? Is he okay? And he looked remorseful. Look at the look on the young man's face when on the mugshot. What up, though? What up, though? Petty Pendergrass in the building. So now it has to be several ongoing occurrences before it's seen as bullying. Yeah, that's crazy, family. I don't. That's crazy. That's crazy. And make sure y'all support the show, support the stream. You know what I mean? Yo, but family, Jethro, if you look at it, the brother Carmelo, I think weighed 100 and something pounds. I think the young man Austin outweighed him by 100 pounds. From all accounts, Austin was 6'1", 230 pounds. He was the football player. Austin was 6'1", 230 pounds. 230 pounds, 6'1", 230 pounds. Come on, fam. It's almost 100 pounds difference, bro. Shout out to Andrew, no doubt. I think so. I think his father is in the picture, Uncle Jeff. Yeah, I think his father. I think his father did speak out. I think Carmelo's father is in the picture, from what I can gather. Okay, Austin's mom said it was 225, 230. You know that, yeah, they both played football, but yo, Austin was definitely much smaller than, Austin was definitely much bigger than Carmelo. That's a fact. Austin was much bigger than Carmelo. So, shit, my brother played football, and I was much bigger than my brother, and my brother played football but he was fast. God rest his soul, he was fast. So he played football because he was fast, not because he was big. Yeah, Carmelo 160 pounds, Austin 230 basically. So it's like, come on, man, 70 pounds difference. And don't forget, Austin had a twin brother. Anyway, let's get to it. You telling me your twin brother getting into something, you ain't gonna get into the mix? Yeah, right. My brother get into something, I'm getting into the mix with him. I'm not gonna let my brother fight nobody straight up for the most part.
He underestimated this kid, and he was looking for trouble. But by law, he was right. And he was judged by his peers. So we can't say nothing once you're judged by your peers.
And he was looking now daggone Trayvon Martin was looking for trouble for going to the store and trying to make it home. He was looking for trouble. This shit is sick.
Well, what do you think's going to happen in this Austin Metcalf thing? You think he's
Metcalf ass go, well, no, that boy going
Carmelo
to jail.
Anthony's going to go to jail.
Carmelo going to jail. Because listen, you cannot bring a weapon to school.
Facts.
So you can't say I was
what if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense, because if you are afraid the day before where you have to take a weapon to school, why not notify your parents? Parents, you notify the school teacher. School teacher that's bringing these kids in here and resolve this issue is called conflict resolution. We was taught in homes that has morals and values, you tell the teacher. Somebody fucking with you, you tell the teacher. Let the teachers know, so when y'all have an altercation, you're cleared and you're covered. Documentation beats conversation. So where's the documentation to say this is self-defense?
Charleston be on it.
He ain't on shit, Anton. Charleston ain't on shit. Well, yo, we used to say when we was in cells that documentation does beat conversation. That's a saying that we used to say all the time. Documentation does beat conversation. At the end of the day, though, the thing about it is this hasn't even gone to trial yet, nigga. What you mean? Where's the proof? First of all, from what I understand, they didn't even know each other. Allegedly, they didn't even know each other. So if you first encounter a bully or a bullying situation, come on, man, what are we talking about? Shout out to Bandit Romello 747 Bank. I appreciate you for the $10. You see, their morals, their code, it's a bad joke. They're only as good as the world allows them to be. These quote unquote civilized people, they eat each other to joke. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. Y'all make sure y'all support the show, support the stream. Now, I mean, help my man Romello 747 Bank out. We only need 21 more people, at least $5 a piece to support the show. If y'all want to open up the panel, let's get 6 more people, at least $5 a piece, and we'll open up the panel, all right? To get what y'all have to say on this. I know y'all want to put in on this. I had a lot I wanted to say, but you know what I'm saying? I want to hear what y'all have to say. So if y'all want to speak on this, y'all want to talk on this, let's just get 6 more contributors, at least $5 a piece, and we'll open up the panel, all right?
Thanks, man.
Hate you, man.
Got his own money. And baby, when I tell you he's got his own money, I mean the boy has got his own money. You see how I'm getting money, don't you? You just shooting 'cause I'm up. Monday through Sunday, Sunday, I'm always on it. Baby, I'm always in my zone. Got it 'cause I get it. 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 'Cause I'm all up in my zone.
Shout out to Emperor Code 303 the Great. He said, these teachers today don't give a damn about your kids. You tell them you getting bullied, they gonna laugh it off. It was like that when I was in school. Yeah, we do. I agree with you on that one, Jethro. We do gotta do better as people, square biz. I agree with that. Overall. That's not just one way, that's overall, bro. I agree with that. Easy said, no one wants to hear it, but Charleston is talking about teaching kids how to get in front of bad situations by thinking and acting responsibly. Yeah, but he has let's say that's the case. He has a horrible way of doing it, and he throwing this young brother under the bus with only a piece of the facts. Excuse me. He only has a small piece of the facts. He don't even know what's going on. So for him to be throwing this young brother under the bus and presuming that this young brother premeditated the situation, let's say this young brother is wrong. Let's say Carmelo is just wrong, right? There's a difference between this young man making a mistake and being wrong and premeditated murder. Do y'all not understand that? There's a huge difference between him making a bad decision, him being wrong, him feeling like, oh, maybe he needs protection overall. He brings a knife. That's dead wrong. Cool. It's wrong, right? But there's a big difference between that and he premeditated to delete this other kid. That's a huge difference, y'all. That's a huge difference. Uncle Jeff, I had a father, and you got doggone right, I brought 3 razor blades to school. And if I had a knife, I'd have brought a knife to school. If I had a gun, I would have brought a gun to school. You right. Listen, at the time, at the school that I went to, whatever I could find to protect myself, I would have brought that shit to school. Anybody that knows, I went to IS 271 in Brooklyn during the god doggone 80s. IS 271 in Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York. That was one at the time. East Side High didn't have shit on god doggone IS 271. I got suspended from school for bringing a box cutter to school. You got doggone right. Shit, and my parents knew, and they told the teacher, and I told my parents, and I still got in trouble for bringing a box cutter to school. Just because you got a dad don't mean that, you ain't gonna try to protect yourself by any means necessary. Self-preservation is the law of the land. Self-preservation is the law of the land. Let me say that again. Self-preservation is the law of the land, y'all. Shout out to my man, Cole. After I dog walk a bully back in the day, they would say Kojak is my best friend. Bullshit. Then I would dog walk. Well, hey, that's the same thing with me, but I let them say I'm their best friend. I just let it rock. I didn't dog walk them twice. I just dog walk them once. That's all it takes a lot of times, but still. That's when you go to the same school as these dudes. But these kids obviously didn't go to the same school. They went to like rival schools or whatever, right? My man Uncle Jeff said, dude had a father and brought a knife to school. You cannot bring weapons to school. This is why you must make your child the weapon. Yeah, I hear that shit. And I was in Taekwondo. I was in Jiu-Jitsu. I was in Kuksuru. I did all the shit, man. I did all the shit since a young kid. And still, son, I don't know if you understand, Uncle Jeff. Like, who want to get jumped by 5, 10, 50, especially ninjas over 200 pounds and you weigh 100 and something pounds, man. Listen, I'm probably the wrong person to talk to. I've been in trouble for bringing weapons to school. I protect myself by any means necessary. That's why I say you come messing with me, talk about fist fighting and all this stupid shit. Hey, listen, people die from fist fighting, fam. They don't have. I'm older. They don't have insurance that covers that. And I've been in hundreds of fights, hundreds with an S. I've been in hundreds of fist fights and won most of them. I didn't win all of them. I won most of them. At the same time, come on, man. Nah, man. Nobody got time for that. What's fair in a fight? Y'all are wild. What's fair in a fight? And you in enemy territory, obviously. What's fair? The kids hold on. Let's talk about that for a second. Can we talk about that for 1 second? What's fair in a fight and you in enemy territory? Someone tell me that. I'll wait. Right now, do I teach my son to bring a weapon to school? No. If he brought one to school and he felt the danger after he told me 3-4 times that them kids was trying to get at him, would I be mad at him? Probably not. Hell no. If me and Brownsville attended the same school, I didn't know. I'm older than Brownsville. Hell no. I'm much older than Brownsville. No. We didn't attend no damn same school. Now, he might have attended it after me, but not at the same time as I did. Nope. Yeah, it's hella dumb. I hated being bullied so much to where I was a bully's bully. Damn. Nah, Izzy, nah. I used to bully the bullies. I was like Omar on the bully. See, y'all are wild. Taekwondo doesn't work in real life. Yes, it does, Ski Master. But yo, you know it's crazy. Yo, so shout out to you, man. I'm not gonna say your name. Shout out to you if you're listening. So my instructor, right? My instructor had a son, and they lived in Marcy Projects. Now, this is why I decided, I'm gonna be honest with you. This was the situation that made me decide, yo, I am absolutely taking weapons to school. I don't give a freak what nobody say. I'm taking weapons, nigga. You ain't gonna get me. You get me, I'm taking you with me. I'm taking some people with me. That's how it was. That's how I think. It just is what it is, right? So the instructor's son. I used to go to the gym on in Bed-Stuy on what was it? What was it? Gates and Nostrand and Gates or something. But anyway, I used to go to the gym. The instructor was nice with the hands, nice with the martial arts and all that shit. His son would be there every time. Me and my brother would go and we would work and we'd work in the gym and work in the damn ring and all that. Fall right, do the katas, all the shit. The son was on the train. He on the A train one day. Ninjas beat him to almost an inch of his life for $1, B. I was like, nah, son. How he get beat? It was only 6 dudes. Yo, fam, it was only 6 dudes. And he got beat to inches of life. I pray. I'm glad he okay. I'm glad he made it. I heard that story. I said, nigga, nah. I think that was the last day I went to the class, too. Yo, word is born. I think that was the last day I went to the class, too. Like, nah, son. The son got beat up by 6 niggas. They beat him to inches of his life. Yo, at least if he had the box cutter, son, you get somebody up, get him above you, son. Get him above you. Hey, yo, K.O. Black said, my moms used to tell me, if someone hits you, hit them back. Mama said, knock you out. Mama said, knock you out. And yes, I studied karate and judo back then, but I knew that now, last art of whooping, the lost art of whooping of ass, gotta be realistic, like you said. It ain't much you could do against someone who weighs more than 100 pounds. Yes, you can. You can stab them. Apparently, there is something you can do. You poke them. Boop. Hey, just keep your hands. Yo, why enough people ain't saying, yo, that dude should have never put his hands on a person. Yo, you can't. How do you measure somebody else's fear? Don't you? Yo, have you seen somebody afraid of a damn spider? Have you seen a big ass person afraid of a little ass spider? And you see the lengths and madness people go through because a little ass spider come and oh my God, and they just go crazy and snap them. So you telling me a big ass 200-pound plus person coming after you and you know they fast as shit? You're on the track team. What you gonna do? Your fight and flight done kicked up. Your damn adrenaline pumping. You ain't thinking straight. Yo, keep that time. Hey, listen, I'm not fighting nobody now, Ski Mask Citizen. Listen, they do not have an insurance plan that covers my silly ass trying to fight somebody. No, they don't have an insurance plan that covers that. What I'm gonna tell the doctor? What I'm gonna tell the doctor to get a good copay? Hey, listen, doc. Yeah, I was fighting with this nigga 25. He punched me in my shit. He broke my jaw. Like, come on, man. I'm not about to do that. You got to listen. I'm gonna warn you though. I'm gonna warn you from a safe distance. Listen, sir, ma'am. If you put your hands on me, I'm gonna be forced to thrash you. And it's going to come in the form of multiple bullets coming in your direction. I'm just going to let you know. Now, maybe you're like Neo in the Matrix and you can dodge all these bullets that's coming at you. But I promise you, if you put your hands anywhere near me, I'm scary. I will shoot the shit out of you. That's all. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna give him a warning. I will shoot the shit out of you. I'm very scared. I'm scary. Ain't shit fair when it comes to fight to dog walking the MF. It ain't. And Jeff said Taekwondo will get you knocked out. You do anything and everything to win and survive in a situation like that. That's a fact. That's a fact. Y'all support this show, man. Noah Bell said Carmelo has been charged. We just have to see if he gets cooked a trial or take a plea. I believe he has no shot at not being convicted. Well, he can't take no plea for no first degree murder. If he, I could see him taking a plea to involuntary manslaughter. That might make sense. Involuntary manslaughter might make sense, and ask for the mercy of the court, right? I could see that maybe. The 70s was different. What city? You must be talking to Jeff, because I didn't do shit in the 70s but be a baby. You must be talking to Jeff, because I ain't done shit in the 70s, Josh, but be a baby. I was an 80s baby, so I didn't do shit in the 70s but be a little baby drinking milk and shit. Taekwondo is really good exercise. See Joe Rogan, champion, who talks about being tired of getting his ass kicked with that Taekwondo shit, so he switched up to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Well, Taekwondo is not trash. I don't know what y'all talking about, but anyway, y'all think so until somebody with Taekwondo whip y'all ass, and then y'all be feeling stupid. I'm not afraid of spiders. I just hate MFers with a passion. But I'm just saying, we've seen people who are afraid of spiders go crazy. They lose their mind. They be about to break their damn neck trying to get away from a baby spider, bro. You've seen it, especially women. Oh my, they go crazy, bro. So come on, now we're going to say all of a sudden, what? We know better. We know better. We know better. We know better, Josh. We know better. They like, yo, it's crazy. Hey, the Lockhart perspective is in the building. Good to see you. Carmelo was under a tent shielded from the rain. The twins, who were known bullies, weren't supposed to be there. They jumped Carmelo and broke his cell phone. What? Whoa, wait, where'd you get all this from, Miss Lockhart? Miss Felicia, where you get all this from? Where you get all this from? Jesus, Jiminy Crickets, where did you get all this from? Please share with us. Lord, have mercy. I haven't heard this broken cell phone story yet. This is the first time I heard that. Wow, they're known bullies? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised about that. Shout out to Lockhart perspective. Shit, I wasn't even here in the 70s. I was a baby. I was a baby in the 70s, but I can't tell you shit about the 70s. 80s, I got you. If you want to know the 80s, I got you. What's up, Gemini? What's going on, family? I never understood that mentality is you shoot a man over a fight. Prison has no guns, so what? Yo, but this is the thing, Gemini. That's why I never start trouble, family. I never start trouble. See, what people don't understand and what the crazy thing is, you can die in a fight, bro. There's people who've been in professional fights who have died. You can die in a fight. If your head get hit a certain type of way, if someone hit your nose bone into your brain, if you get hit in the temple a certain type of way, you can die in a fight. And you damn sure can get hurt really, really bad. And when you old, you can't heal. So, yeah, now I warn people. I don't be trying to fight people. I don't be inviting nobody to no damn fight. That's the difference, Gemini. I'm never going to invite nobody to a fight. I'm going to try to avoid a fight at all costs. At the same time, if you come trying to harm me, it's not the same. We grown-ass men. I'm not no kid. I'm not going to be your friend after you try to put hands on me. Like, come on, man. I'm not being your friend as a grown man if you try to put hands and feet and elbows and toes on me. I got to air you out. It's war. It's war. My man Jeff said, facts is I'm far from dangerous at 69. I am far more dangerous at 69 than I am at 30. You mean 59, right, Jeff? You don't mean 69. Ain't no way you 69, Jeff, in a Gen Xer, bro. You mean 59, right? Ain't no way you 69 in a Gen Xer, sir. I'm just saying. My mama is 69. Jeff, my mama is 69, so you don't mean 69, right? I am far more dangerous at 69 than I am at 30. Ain't gonna be no dancing around. I see if I could outrun these 50. Yeah, exactly. You guys see if you can run right. And the thing is, listen, and that's the thing again, Gemini 605 for the record. Notice when people talk about fighting, I'll be like, yo, fam, you got to go somewhere else with that fist fight shit. I warn people. I say, yo, fam, if you come to me trying to fight me, I'm going to shoot you. I tell people that all the time. So it should be no confusion. I'm not fighting. What I look like? I'm damn near 50. What I look like fighting anybody? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. None of that was in the official report. Freezy read it last night. Shout out to Freezy. What's up? Izzy Bear, she's correct. Both of them twins have a history of bullying him. They bullied him earlier that day. Damn. What's up, Rush? What's going on, fam? Good to see you. Hey, thank you so much. The Lockhart Perspective. I appreciate you. $5. I keep my ears to the ground, and everything you hear in the media is not always the truth. That's a fact. Thank you so much, sister. I appreciate y'all. Be like Miss Felicia. Y'all be like the Lockhart Perspective and support the show, support the stream. You know what I mean? Thank you so much.
Hope you don't mind if I say this out loud. How wonderful life is, 'cause you're in the world.
I love you. 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 I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because of the Lockhart Perspective, we only need 20 people, at least $5 a piece to reach our goal. If y'all want a panel open, just let's get 5 more people, at least $5 a piece, and we will open up the panel, okay? 69 breaking hips in a fight. Exactly. Don't pull a hammy trying to run. Exactly. Nah. Yeah, exactly. You definitely pull a hammy trying to run. Shit. you get more KO Black at our age. You get more hurt trying to run than anything else. Yo, they don't even have to catch you. You be hurt trying to run away. You can't run. Right. I don't run and or scrap. I just pull that thing out, start raising it, and make it say, hey, let freedom ring, let freedom ring, let freedom ring, bro. I too have been in over 100 fights, lost the first half before I was trained. Know what the two halves have in common. I am undefeated against the Taekwondo shit. Totally ineffective in the street. All right. Well, let me say this. The man that I trained under Moses Powell. So if anybody knows who Moses Powell is, you understand that the level of Taekwondo that they practice was on some old different shit. So shout out to that. Okay. They practice Taekwondo to the form of street fighting. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Moses Powell. Shout out to my instructor. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say your name because then they'll know your son. So shout out to you. And much love to y'all. Hey, JC the Congress said people just coming up with ish. Is that what it is? Yeah, I know you meant 59 because I'm gonna say that's not Gen X, fam. That's not Gen X, sir. You talk about 69. You my mama age. That's a boomer. That's a boomer, sir. Shout out to Uncle Jeff. Hey, support the show, Sports Street. We're gonna get back to this. Let's get back to this. Let's go.
Shout out to my dog Charleston. I got to get him here for an interview because I got to pick his brain on a lot of things. He is 100% on it. 100%.
No, the hell he anti. Stop that shit. No, he's not on shit. He ain't on shit. Charleston, you ain't on shit.
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
Charleston ain't on shit. But Coonan, he got a diamond badge around his neck. That nigga, his sweatshirt say field nigga with a PH on it. He say field nigga with a PH on it. Come on, man. Let's stop the bullshit. Let's stop the bullshit. Can we stop the cap? He ain't on shit. He ain't on shit.
If he was so afraid and it wasn't premeditated, because that's what it's looking like, why are you sitting in the opposing team's seats waiting for a confrontation with a knife in your backpack and you have never alerted the authorities? And he is 100% right.
Yo, that is so, yo, what are you talking about, fam? Fam, number one, he didn't know these dudes like that. Number two, he didn't say nothing to them. They approached him. By all accounts, they approached him. Let me say that again. By all accounts I've heard, even the people on their side, those boys approached him. He didn't approach those boys. And he did warn them and say, yo, he did warn them. Hey, best believe my sensei never got his ass whipped. I'll tell you that much. My sensei never got his ass whipped. I'll tell you that much. My sensei was nasty work. That man was nasty work. That man put in work. That man is legendary. That's crazy. That's hilarious, man. More cops than the Foot Locker. More caps than the Foot Locker. I know this shit is crazy. A couple of Sambo niggas. Yeah, hey, they definitely on some Sambo shit today. They definitely on some Sambo shit today. That's why I said let all the facts come out. It's possible he can get off on self-defense. Other than that, I don't know shit. Yeah, that's a fact, though. That's a fact. That's a fact. Let's get to it.
They are now about to make this a race issue, and this is, in my opinion, not a race issue. This is an individual. This is the same thing that I say with the police. You deal with the police on an individual basis. You do not deal with them based off of a race. And what I'm starting to see, I see a lot of people talking online how they raised over $250,000 up to $300,000 as a recording of this video for that boy's defense.
Why he got to be a boy, Anton? For that boy's defense. Why he got to be a boy like that? I don't like that, Anton. Why he got to be a boy like that? And the thing is, this is the crazy thing, Anton. You are doing the very thing that you're speaking against, just on the opposite side. The only reason why you're speaking against this is because it is an alleged black man deleted an alleged white man. That's the only reason why you're speaking on it, fam. Let's stop the cap. Can we stop the cap, Anton? That's that bullshit. Nah, man. I ain't like the way he said boy. That boy shit. He's 17, but the way he said boy is real condescending, man. It's real condescending. Boy. The way he said boy is real condescending. But the funny shit is, last year, Anton is the same nigga that when that white man tried to sun his ass for being black, he wanted to buck up and he wanted to try to let him know what he was about. That's the crazy shit. When the white man tried to sun your ass last year, Anton, you stood up and let him know what's up. But yet and still, this young man, why can't we call him a young man? Okay, he is 17. Let's call him a young man. This young man, Carmelo, that did what he did. Let's say he made a mistake. Let's say he was wrong. It wasn't premeditated. He don't deserve no 20, 30 years, no 40 years for this. It wasn't premeditation. He made a mistake. Let's say he was wrong and made the mistake. Nah, easy. He said, boy, you know what Anton doing, man. Come on, man. Why do we, just because we like Anton don't mean that we got to make excuses for the bullshit. Let's don't do that. I like Anton. That's my guy. I don't got nothing against Anton. But we not going to make excuses for the bullshit. I'm not. This is some bullshit. This is not right at all. This is, Anton and Charleston White have way too much influence to be doing this to this young man. This is a young man. They got way too much influence to be doing this to this young man. He's not going to trial yet. Let the young man go to trial. We need 5 more people of at least $5 a piece or ADS. We just need some support. I'm gonna drop the link in a minute. I got you. I'm gonna drop the link in a minute. What's up, Classic Creole? What's up, Boris the Beast? Definitely wasn't premeditated. When I had weapons in school, they was on me, not in my book bag. No, that's right. Me too. Me too, Boris the Beast. It wasn't premeditated, but if you mess with me and I felt like you was gonna jump me, and you might have got poked. You might have got poked. You might have got sliced. You might have got poked. You might have got anything. Listen, I was taught. See now, and maybe this is a problem with the parents. I was taught in a fight, you pick up anything you can find, especially when it's more than 2 or 3 people trying to fight you. You pick up a rock, you pick up a brick, you pick up a pole, if you got a pencil, if you got a knife, whatever you got to be able to defend yourself, you do it. I mean, I got you. You don't like, I mean, I hear you, man. Either way, it's stupid. You can't sit under a tent to get out the rain because of the school you go to. That's a fact. Truth is, we need to see Carmelo as a boy. This ain't Columbine. This ain't Doughboy or dog. This is Trey, Furious Boy, in a bad spot. Yo, I'm just saying, Josh. Hey, what's up, Caramel? Just so violent. I went to school to learn and nap. You're a girl, so of course you're a girl. You're a girl. Even though Caramel, just stop it. You done beat up the hood before. Caramel Drip is like Baby D. She done beat up the hood. She trying it. Caramel Drip done beat up the hood before by herself. By herself. She Baby D. Baby D, how you trying to play? Let's get to it.
But they're only doing it because he's a black boy. If it was the other way around, there's no way that they would even be having this conversation about whether or not he defended himself or not. They would absolutely 100% be looking at it objectively. But the skin color is the thing that keeps people locked away in their emotions, and they never can get past it, which is one of the reasons why they make an emotional decisions. And this boy went in there, from what I've read and from what I've observed and all of the news reports and the different witness accounts that they putting out there online and stuff like that, he went in there premeditated with a knife talking about, I'm about to have some self-defense.
Yo, why, Anton? Why would you do that, bro? Anton, why would you do that, bro? Yo, put a 1 in the chat. Yo, put a 1 in the chat if you think Anton is wrong for doing that. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Anton is wrong for doing that. I see it as poisoning the well. I see it as man, I that's egregious, man. That's egregious. Shout out to Luxury Bucket List. That's egregious to me. Shout out to Classic Creole. That is egregious to me. With as popular as Anton is, with as much influence as Anton has, for him to do that premeditated, bro, that is crazy. Shout out to Money Marco, though. ADS, Boris the Beast, Alexis, Classic Creole. That's crazy. That is crazy work. Why would you do this? Young man hasn't even gone to trial yet. This young man hasn't even gone to trial yet. You're talking about the man who said black women were like the devil and evil. Well, I mean, Anton's still scratching his ass and eat watermelon for YouTube. Yeah, that's crazy, St. Louis Moot. That's crazy. I ain't gonna go that far. Anton said it was premeditated. Yeah, that's nasty work, yo. That's nasty work. This young man has not gone to trial yet, Anton. You got way too much influence, way too much power. Like, yo, you got way too much say to put that kind of statement out on this young man. way too much to say on that young man. That's crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know. Too many people blindly follow content creators like Anton. This is dangerous. Anton is playing on views. Y'all have to remember how he got big as he is. LOL. But yeah, it's not. It's never that serious. It's never that serious. It's never that serious. One dudes like this are always anxious to equal out the justice system for us. No, we're not talking about the street code, family. This is not street code. I don't know what you mean. He said, why are we talking about street code instead of the law he will be tried under? In a fight, there are things you can't do according to the law when force is introduced. Okay, we get it, but Noah, that doesn't constitute premeditation. That young man, nothing about the situation was premeditated. That's the thing that most of us are saying. I'm saying, let me just put it on me. I'm saying it was not premeditated. I'm saying maybe he made a bad decision. It would come out, maybe he made a bad decision. Maybe he could have handled it a different way. He shouldn't have had the knife. I agree with y'all if y'all say that. But to say premeditated, no, it was not premeditated. It was not. It was a crime of passion. It was a in the moment instance, a moment of bad decision, and someone lost their life. That's what happened. But to say he premeditated to delete that young boy, that's not the truth. It's just not. And there's nothing street code about that. There's nothing street code about that. It was not premeditated. Don't y'all understand what the difference between premeditated and just regular deletion is? Don't y'all know how much stiffer the punishment is for premeditation? That's not premeditated, y'all. Easy. That's not premeditation. What's up, Blanco?
Does it mean that the confrontation is 100% pure on one side? Nope, but you definitely do not take somebody's life premeditated, going over and sitting in the opposite team seats, looking for a confrontation, and then find yourself in this situation, and now you claiming a race.
Wow, that's crazy. Yo, let me open up this panel. That is crazy work, fam. That's crazy work. He gonna make it seem like this honor roll student went over there looking for confrontation because he tried to get out the rain. Because he tried to get out the rain, went over there looking for confrontation. What if this was your son, Anton? This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. The young brother was trying to get out the rain. But now he went over there looking for confrontation. He premeditated to look. He was going to delete somebody like he was a corrupt cop or something. He was looking to delete somebody that day. Come on, man. Come on, man. What question? I'm about to drop the link. Hey, y'all support the show though. I'm about to drop the link. Y'all support the show, man. I'm about to drop the link. Oh shit. Damn. Hold on, y'all. My bad. My fault, y'all. Let me about to drop the link right now. Support the show, support the streaming now, man. But yeah, this link, everybody is welcome. No F-bombs. If you say F-bombs, it's $5 per F-bomb right there on the spot. No excuses, no exceptions. All right? If you say F-bomb, it's $5 per F-bomb. No excuses, no exceptions. Okay? I'll let y'all know off the top. If you would, Code, put that up there for me, please, brother. I appreciate it. No F-bombs. If you do, it's $5 per occurrence. No excuses, no exceptions. All right? Ah, shit, I did the same thing over again. Oh my God, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tripping. I did the same thing over again. Jesus, Jiminy Crickets. Hold on. Damn. I'm tripping, y'all. My bad. Trying to be kind of lazy, really, but it's all good. Man, no F-bombs, no exceptions, no excuses. Right there on the spot. I'm just letting y'all know. So you can't say I didn't tell you. All right, shout out to my man Lord ADS waving the bat. So I know it's you, man. All right, shout out to you, ADS. What's good, ADS? How you doing, bro?
What up, brother? Izzy Bands, though? What going on?
What's going on with you? How you doing today, man?
Well, brother, well. And yourself, how you holding up?
I'm well by faith, man. Thank you for asking.
Grace, brother. Yes. Peace.
Peace.
I had prayed about this, and I got a different take on it.
Let's go.
What I see in this situation is what you spoke of earlier. Two families that have lost their sons, right? One to violence in this particular case let me finish up before I go into that. One to violence just basically, and one to the system itself, right? Over something as petty as a tent in the rain. Neither one of them own a tent. You know, right? They're just both trying to get under the tent. One gets a little territorial about the tent, and then the other one takes action against that, right? You know, we talk about black on black crime, right? And how petty that is. This was equal or even more petty than that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe we need to pray for Brother Austin and his family because they lost a son, they lost a brother, you know, right? I believe we need to pray for Carmelo, you know, that, you know, saying that the Lord will allow him grace and a second chance in the circumstances scenario, right? If it be his will,
mm-hmm.
You know. And I think we need to focus more on this being a teachable moment, right, in American history, something we can all learn from. I think we need to set better examples before the kids instead of us warring against each other and others, right, as Americans, as human beings over something as petty, you know, saying from the beginning of disaster, right, you know, versus anything else in this circumstance, right? I think this needs to be viewed a lot more differently through a public lens that, you know, this occurred because of some of the simplest things, right? There was really nothing to this. This was just one trying to get out of the rain, the other one saying, hey, you know, saying back and forth, right? Bad behavior on both parts, but the outcomes and results were different for both boys in this particular matter. We want to do well and do better as a people. Let's just say Americans in general at this point, versus having these back and forths over, you know, saying minuscule facts, right? In this particular circumstance, the situation, and which none of us have any say. So right now it's in God's hands. It's in the system, you know. So I just, my word was, you know, saying let's return some decency and dignity to, you know, saying to other human beings, and let's set a better example, right?
Okay. Now, my thing is, I agree with your overall premise, right? At the same time, my thing is, I just think that it's egregious. What are your thoughts as far as huge influencers or content creators, people who have an enormous amount of influence, using their influence in this way and calling it premeditation without all the facts or without the young man going to trial or whatever? What are your thoughts about that?
I agree with you on that. That's very poisonous. You know, poisoning the well before we even get started into this particular matter, right? You know, I mean, you know, Brother Anton, you know, he's a good brother too, right? I like some of the stuff he says, but he will turn on you. He will, you know, right? It's just Anton, you know, especially when it comes to, I'm slow and reluctant to say this, but protecting another group of people, you know, he's just like that. That's what he'll do. But Charleston White became famous off of Black Lives Matter. People forget that. That's the way he came up, right? He was a leader in the Black Lives Matter influence. That's how I got to see for the first time Charleston White. I had no idea who he was until then. They say before that he also had some, you know, saying dealings, right? But I think the Black Lives Matter thing is what really blew him up, in my opinion. And now he's an influencer, and you see the particular influence he's dispelling out to the public, right? I don't know how useful the information is that, you know, either one of them put out at any time could or can be. So I just take them with a grain of salt because I kind of see them, you know, a little different than probably a lot of us do.
Well, I don't I mean, so Charles, I didn't know that about Charleston. So shout out to Miss Lockhart. Thank you for the double up. And y'all be like Miss Lockhart and support the show, support the stream. You know what I mean? Support the show, support the stream. I mean, hit the super chat or hit the Cash App and support the show, okay? Because without you, we don't have no show. Shout out to Studio Man. She said Charleston White was never a part of Black Lives Matter. That was a scam that he was calling out. Okay. So, because I'm about to say, I never knew that. What's up, Plain Jane? Everybody said, what is C. White looking for? I don't know what he's looking for. I mean, it's kind of weird to me, though. It's weird, right? Because why would you want to spread propaganda and false information or partial information? You don't even have all the information. Why would you want to spread propaganda and negativity about people that look like you?
Very easily. I mean, it goes down to the same reason why Jason Whitlock does what he does, right? Someone's paying him to do it. That's why. You know how much money is to be made with tokenism in America, especially black tokenism.
But what's good? But what's good to be a token? What's good to be a token and speak ill of people that look like you and lose your soul or really lose your life by your own divisiveness? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ultimately, what do you gain? It doesn't make sense.
Is it one thing about tokens with tokenism that you have to realize that most black people like Charles Barkley, like Stephen A. Smith, like Jason Whitlock, like others, right? They know they can always come down, give a good black sermon, and they'll be right back in the graces of the black community. Even though they said all these different things, it only takes a good sermon and a good show of blackness, saying or kindness to black folk, for them to become more relevant and to return back into that grace again, right? That's just part of what we see on a regular basis. It's been going on probably since the 90s, since I recognized it.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, Alignment, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Yo, I'm good. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you wanted to play the video first, or you wanted me to just give my opinion on the situation?
I'm listening. You can say your opinion.
Oh, I mean, I look at it like as of right now, it's subjective because it seemed like we only heard from the side of the victim's alleged victim's twin brother, and it seems like even him telling his story, you can tell that he's holding certain facts, details back on what actually transpired after the altercation or whatever happened. So it's like as of right now, we're just trying to figure out like how is Texas going to view this case. Is it going to be premeditated? Is it going to be just straight out the M word? And I think that's where it all comes down to, because a lot of people are saying it was premeditated, and then that's where I have the question now, if it was, what's the difference from actually being premeditated and just a basic survival instinct, like you just reacting off survival? Is premeditated based on, oh, you had to plan it out the day before? Or does it take 5 seconds, just like it takes 5 seconds for you to determine if your life is on the line? That's kind of where I'm weighing it out at. It's like, how long did it take him to bring out the knife? But was it 10 seconds into it, or was it 2 minutes into 2 minutes after, once they said that the boy had grabbed him?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's getting kind of tricky with the details on it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. Like, even down to when they was saying that the boy is about a foot taller than him and 100 pounds over him. Technically, that's a threat in itself. If a person that big over me,
well, he couldn't be a foot over. You mean a couple of inches over him? He can't be a foot over.
I mean, he was a couple of inches. How tall?
Well, I think that I don't know what all accounts I've heard was Austin was 6'1" and like 230. This young brother, I think the other brother was like 5'10", 5'9", and 160.
Oh, that shit! I don't know. That seemed like a fair fight. I don't know. That don't seem that bad now that I know the weight difference. I thought I thought he was like 5'5". I mean, even that, I can still, I'm only 5'6", 175. I'll whoop a nigga. I don't think my first instinct. That's what it all comes down to. Like,
what's up?
What happened? Is he?
No, that's peace, God, peace. Shout out to that. Shout out to Blanco and Daryl that came in the building as well. Shout out to both of y'all. Thank you very much, Bishop J. Jermaine. Peace, God. Hey, listen, we just need 18 more people, at least $5 a piece. Y'all help us reach our goal today. I'll celebrate you in a minute, Bishop. I appreciate you, bro.
But is
yes, sir.
You know where it do get spooky at with this case though, and like
Let's go.
I'm definitely on the side of defense, like self-defense. I do think it was self-defense, but it all is going to boil down to, like somebody else said, could he just swung his way out and just broke through the crowd or whatever? It's going to come down to how much force was being used between the one that he stabbed and the people that was around him. They're going to try to play it, oh, he couldn't have just swung a few times and got out. He couldn't have ran away. But then it's going to also come down to the side that the majority of us on. I ain't running. I ain't backing down. We back down back in the 20s, the 30s. Now I'm standing up today. So it's like really like which angle are they going to want to go through when it comes to trial? And I'm going to let somebody else go.
Now, I got you. Let me ask you a quick question before you pass the mic. Do you believe that what do you believe that what Anton and what Charleston White is doing by this spreading this? Do you believe that it is poisoning the well, or do you think it's much to do about nothing?
I mean, when it comes to Anton, I mean, once you figure him out already, it's kind of already know what he's doing. He's just doing this because he know how to play on views. He know how to play on the mind of the people. He gonna end up on NBC, ABC again. Mark my words. Speaking about the situation, they like.
I got you. But do you think? But I got you. But what I'm saying is, what effect do you think that it has?
No, yes.
Okay. I got you. I know. We know the play, right? We know the play. But I'm just wondering, what do you think about it? Do you think that it has a negative effect, or can have a negative effect, or do you think it's much to do about nothing?
Yeah, I mean, seeing a black man say that. I mean, not even just a black man, just knowing what we all know. Come on, man. But yeah, I'll let Poppy and Daryl go.
All right, Blanco, what's up with you? How you doing, man? What say you?
Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin', son?
What's good, man? What's good? What's the deal?
Same shit, different toilet, yo. Do you read the police report?
I didn't get to see. Allegedly, that's not the real police report. So no, that's not.
Who told
allegedly
you that?
That's the police chief, the police guy. He said it. He said that the official report has not been released yet. That's a fake online. That's what he said.
Well, that I don't know how accurate that is, but this other network is actually big time network was showing that, so I'm going to assume that's going to be the real deal. I believe that first of all, the knife was 3.5 inches, so he can carry that knife according to the state laws. According to the district school, he ain't supposed to have no knife, but the thing is that's a track event, so I don't think that it would be covered under the school. What else? The boy, a good lawyer should be able to get this boy off that hot one. I believe this was self-defense. And anybody that have gone to a track event, the boy was trying to according to all the small portion of the evidence that we got, he went to the boys to the people's tents to try to avoid it was raining that day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was trying to stay there for a little while. Listen, I go to for people that follow me on the ground, I go to track events all the time. My niece and nephew on track. My daughter was on track. I got trying to get her back on track again. So everybody know how that is. People just go to Home Depot, buy those little tents, and they just put it up. That's it. There is nothing serious. Some of them be on the bleachers, and some of them will be out on the sides of the bleachers.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, people, when they start raining, some other people trying to avoid bad weather, they get on the yard tank. I never look at it crazy. The only time that I look extra hard is because I'm going to have my belongings in there, right? The mother of my kids, she want to have her purse in there. I'm going to have my wallet on the floor. You know what I mean? Your belongings. My family come to see my kids and my nephew and all that stuff. That's the only time I'm going to put my belongings to the side. But I wouldn't trip. Um, if you did you read the laws? Did you read the laws of God damn it.
Stand your ground. Talking about stand your ground in Texas.
Yeah, did you read that law?
Yeah, some of it. Yeah.
Yes, the boy is supposed to use equal force or greater force than what he's that if
Was
his life is being threatened.
right. Then
Yes.
what is being
So
right? Yeah.
so according to the small portion of evidence that we got, that homeboy had a twin, the white boy.
Yes.
He had a twin,
Yes.
and the twin was about to start pressing Buddy, and homeboy touched the black kid first. And that's when the kid was like, "Yo, you touch me again, I'm gonna show you what's up." I mean, he didn't say it in these words, but that's pretty much what he was trying to say. Don't touch me again.
Some reports say he said, "Don't put your hands on me." Other reports
There
say,
you go.
"If you put your hands on me again, you're gonna see what happens." Right? That's what they say.
There you go.
But
So that sounds like that was a warning right there, right? So
Yes.
I guess the white boy pushed up on Buddy, and his twin brother came. That's why he went to work. And I'm very familiar with this scenario. Something like this happened to me growing up, bro. I don't tell the story a couple of times on these panels, man. Because that's how I got kicked out from the whole Brooklyn district school, man. Because three niggas trying to jump me, my nigga, and I poked two of them boys. So it was no police involved, nothing, but they just kicked me out of school. This is like obviously like, so they kicked me out. So if you outnumber, fam, I'm sorry, nigga. I'm gonna get to it, sir. I'm sorry.
Right. That's how I
I've
feel
been jumped.
too. That's how I
I've
feel
been jumped
too, but-
before. I've been jumped before 4 times, my nigga. Trust me, it's not pretty, bro. But if I got anything to even the playing field, it is what it is, son.
Well, let me say this. So by this, right, by the police report, and some people said that this is false. So, but we'll just let's just pretend for the sake of conversation that this is the actual police report. Some people said it's false, right? That dude from the police said it was false. But anyway, okay, so he's 5'9", 130 pounds, according to this, right? By all accounts, Metcalf was 6'1", 230 pounds. Some people say 225, but 230, right? That's 100 pounds difference. That's 100 pounds difference, and 6'10", 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet, 6'1", about 3-4 inches difference, right? So they wouldn't even be in the same weight class. If there was professional fighters, they would not even be in the same weight class. That would be like Mike Tyson trying to fight Floyd Mayweather. It's not a fair fight at all. Just for the record, okay? So shout out to Kills. How don't you believe a police chief rather than a YouTube channel is weird as hell? Well, I mean, listen. This looks pretty official, so let's just go according to this for right now. Shout out to Bishop JJ Man. Appreciate you, bro, for the $10. Thank you for the double up. Nah, F that. If Carmelo was in an alley and some dude surrounded you, okay, but that Negro was at a track meet. Nah, I understand that too. But does that detail institute premeditation, or would it say, yo, he was wrong for bringing a knife in his bag, for having a knife in his bag, and he should be charged with involuntary manslaughter? Premeditation is a whole different thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Uncle Jeff. All right, salute to Uncle Jeff in the building. Yo, how you doing, Uncle Jeff? Before I go there, let me let my man Daryl, what say you on the situation, bro? Thank you again, Bishop JJ Man. I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna celebrate you. I got you. What say you, Daryl?
I thought you about to play the song or nothing, because I don't see shit up here on the stage.
I wasn't finished this.
Go ahead.
Come on, man. Nah, come on, Blanco. Give it a second. I'll get you back in there. Go ahead, Daryl.
What I was going to say was going to take like 30 seconds, though.
Okay,
less.
go ahead. 30 seconds, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. This is for the idiots that don't understand laws and at least have a basic understanding or knowledge. There is nothing about this that was premeditated. Nothing about this because most likely that young boy. First of all, this is how you know it's not premeditated. The boy didn't know each other. They went to 2 different schools, bro.
Right. That's
So
what I said.
how the hell you gonna premeditate that? Stupid.
Right. That's a fact.
And then let's say he been carrying out the knife for the past 6 months. You think he was planning for this?
Right.
I'm done, bro.
All right. Thank you. You kept your word 30 seconds. I appreciate that. Shout out to Bishop J. Jermaine. Thank you for the triple up very much, brother. I appreciate y'all. Be like Bishop J. Jermaine. Help him out, man. And that dude was a 5'11 safety who could hit. Which one are you talking about? Carmelo or Austin? Because Austin, they said, was 6'1",
The white boy.
6'1", 230. Yeah, he a big boy. He a big boy.
He's a football star.
Pam Mulatto said, Easy Bands, great show today, bro. And you are 100% correct on this. Thank you, brother, for giving me a little bit of credit. Go ahead, Daryl. What say you, bro?
What's good, Izzy, Poppy, everybody else on that bitch. But look, first I want to, before I even get into the case, right? I want to talk about danger rhetoric from black men. Specifically because you got a title. Is your worth on you or in you? What profits a man to gain everything? Then you tag in time. So I feel like today's permitted to have conversations.
Yes, it
when
is.
he was talking about this young man on his live stream, he said the young man wasn't supposed to be there. He had no right to be under a tent, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. A whole bunch of propaganda bullshit. Said that he's going to be getting raped soon. Made fun of that despite interviewing Felice Johnson, who told him he had a nice looking ass. But it's just it's I don't know, it's what I've been talking about for years, bro. Associating this with black culture, but not the fact that the state that me and him both are raised in ran by mostly women. Woman governor, woman district attorney, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? Supreme Court justice, black woman at that. So instead of focus on the stuff that really mattered, and just come on here and they lie. For example, like Poppy just said, they both were students, different schools, but both students. So he was there for a track meet, which means he had a right to be there. On top of that, Poppy is also right when it comes to premeditation. Nobody here can prove that it's premeditated because you have to prove his intent, that he intentionally brought that knife there specifically to stab him. There's no proof to prove that. That's more propaganda to make black men look bad by black men who want to be around white men, like Anton, who wasn't around the cool kids because we don't hang around lame niggas, like Anton. To get more further into this lack of character and these lies and propagandas used against black men, he also said that bro brought the knife there specifically because he was looking for trouble.
Right.
Izzy, you carry your you carry your weapon every day, right? For the most part.
Yes, absolutely.
Can I go and tell local police department that just because you carry your weapon that you're actively looking for trouble? Is there any
Absolutely
correlation
not.
there?
Absolutely not. No correlation at all.
No correlation at all, right? That's if I was to say that, it would usually more than likely be to set you up for failure. You know what I'm saying? To make you look like to demean your character in the public.
Right.
The whole point is there's nothing, not a shred of evidence that goes back and point this kid to be an aggressor, even in a situation that was described. It made it seem like Metcalf was the aggressor. And I think that this is a lesson learned on his family part to not, because to me it seemed like bullying. Because the question I asked when I did my reaction was, who gave him the authority to put his hands on anybody else student? Right? Let's say if our kids go to school together and they're one kid is somewhere that they're not supposed to be. Which adult gave this child, this minor, the authority to actually physically force another student out? I don't believe no student has the authority to do that, and especially wasn't granted by an adult, which means that he acted entirely on his own, right? Out of any authority, because if he wanted Carmelo to be moved, he could have simply called security, called his head coach, called his assistant coach, or whatever 30 figure was around and say, hey, this person's not supposed to be here. They would have been removed. Called 911. They would have been removed. He chose to do it in a bully fashion, and to end my soliloquy, he got what he deserved. That's how I feel about it.
Well, I don't want to do that. I mean, I agree with most of what you said to the end. I don't think anybody necessarily deserves to lose their life in a situation like that. I don't even think Carmelo would say that that young man deserved to lose his life. I think that he would say, listen, I was just trying to get him off of me, keep him off of me. I didn't want him to lose his life. So I don't want to do that, but I understand what you're saying. Shout out to Bishop J. Jermaine $5. Thank you, bro. I really, really appreciate you, man. Carmelo Anthony was 5'11" is. Well, like Alexis said, it says 5'9" on the report. All things I've heard was 5'9". Where'd you get 5'11" from? This is what I would like to know. But shout out to you. JC said knives or weapons are prohibited from Frisco ISD events. It can result in suspension, DAEP, or expulsion. I got you. Shout out to Bishop J. Jermaine. He said, oh my God. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to Raj Will in the building. I appreciate you, Raj. Salute to y'all. Hey, listen, we just need 60 more people to reach our goal. Help us reach our goal today, y'all.
60 more people.
16. 16. Yeah, help me out for trying to call me out. Thank you. Let me say, this says on 4/2, 1,704 hours. At 1,001 hours, Staley School Resource Officer E. Cortez heard over the radio dispatch call out a stabbing. Call at David, whatever his name is, Stadium. A 6927, a Stadium whatever. FPD, Frisco PD, called. Notes indicated that an athlete was stabbed. The suspect was reported as being a black male wearing a gray hoodie and blue sweatpants. I immediately left my office and ran across the Staley Middle School parking lot, all right, towards a southwest entrance into the stadium. As I entered the stadium, two high school age students informed me that the victim was on the north end of the stadium by the bleachers under a Memorial High School tent. Next, I did not identify these students. Next, I proceeded towards the north end of the stadium visitor side on foot. As I got closer to the north end, I could see the Memorial High School tent with multiple individuals under the tent. Once I arrived onto the north side bleachers, an adult male who was on the track pointed out the suspect. I was not able to identify that witness. The individuals that was pointed out to me was a black male wearing a gray hooded sweater and dark colored Nike pants. The suspect at this point was on the track on the north end. There was a chain link fence that separated me from the suspect. I gave the suspect instructions to keep his hands up in the air. During this time, the suspect said verbally out loud, I was protecting myself, quote unquote. It should be noted that I had not questioned him about the incident when he made that comment. I asked him if he had any weapons, and he said no. I patted him down for weapons while we were walking along the fence, and I did not locate any on his person. I instructed the male to continue walking along the fence, which he complied, towards an area where there was an opening in the fence that led off the track. While walking him off the track, the suspect also said he put his hands on me, quote unquote. I then detained the suspect handcuffed behind his back, and had him sit down on the ground. Officer A. Reese and had arrived at the scene at this time. I conducted another pat down on his person and then searched his person after he gave me consent. No weapons were located. While the suspect sat on the ground, I advised that I had the alleged suspect. Then the suspect then responds and says, I'm not alleged. I did it. Next, Officer Reese. Now, this goes against Anton's, also what Anton later says later. Anton later says that the kid ran away and threw the weapon. Why did he run away and threw the weapon? But everything I've heard was this kid was cooperative from the beginning. So was the knife still in this young man's chest? Bro. Was the knife still in this young man's chest? I don't want to do that, but Randolph, we're back. Shout out to my man Penny Pendergrass. I appreciate you.
That's the truth.
The weapon.
Hold on one quick, Poppy, because Izzy, with all due respect to you, my brother, you gotta stop giving these niggas passes when if I can go outside and say, oh yeah, I see that the team that's in New York is the Knicks, And Nick come on and said, no, that's not true. And everybody else see it except him. It's gaslighting, dog. Everybody that any publication that reported this said that the kid turned himself in basically and admitted it immediately.
Right.
So
I've heard
for
that.
you to report, or for Anton specifically to say, well, he was being typical nigga and ran away because he didn't want to get caught. That's not true. That's what happened in Luigi
That
Mangione case after he specifically, because again, my bad, Pop, y'all. He tried to compare this case to Luigi Mangione. And there's no comparisons at all. It don't correlate at all. Luigi Mangione, for one, is an adult. Two, his situation, he literally stalked the United Health CEO nigga, found him, 3D printed a fucking pistol, and I paid the $5.
Yeah. Come on, man.
3D
No,
printed a pistol, and then this man was looking the opposite way, shot him in the back of the head. Didn't even see his whole
popped
death
him.
coming.
Popped
This
him. Right.
situation happened with Carmelo, where he wasn't the aggressor. Somebody approached him. They did not have the authority to put their hands on him at all, but still they felt like they could. And in that situation, that's like if me and Poppy somewhere at a random Buffalo Wild Wings, I don't own it, and I say, hey bro, I don't really like you being here, bro. That's one thing. But then if I put my hands on him and physically try to remove him, I promise you it's gonna lead to somebody getting hurt. That's just what nature is. That young boy acted like he was a bully. He got treated like one. This is all it is. It's just that simple. And when
Right.
black men like Anton speak against it, it's propaganda because you want to be like the white man.
Right. Now I agree with that part. But then this thing, and Blanco, I'm gonna let you get in there. Yo, the thing is he did only do it once. So that lets you know too that he wasn't trying to really delete this kid. He was just trying to get him up off him. So I agree with that too. He only did it once. He probably left the knife in there, to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Shout out to Bishop J. Jermaine Fowler. I'd rather get shot. I'd rather get popped than a ninja to stab me. Yeah, I give you that.
no, you don't.
It depends. It depends. Yes, it depends. Like,
I got shot, boy. Trust me.
Poppy,
No, you don't.
Poppy, I love
But
you.
look,
I love you, but there are many instances when you are better off shot
then stab.
than you get stabbed.
Pop. Yeah, pop then stab. Right. But go ahead, Blanco, and then Uncle Jeff, you got next. Go ahead, Blanco.
Can I jump in real quick before?
Wait, hold
no, man. Let the real thing speak, man. You want to just say some wild stuff.
I'm about ready.
The kid.
I just put
the
bill
kid.
You should see.
The kid actually. That wasn't totally. Actually, wasn't totally wrong. The kid, he did poke the guy. He poked him, and then he left that particular the area of the crime, but he didn't left the stadium where the track meet was going on, because then he threw the knife. The knife was found by the bleachers. He had blood on his, if I'm not mistaken, on his left hand. I'm mistaken. He left the particular area, the thing area, but he didn't leave the stadium completely. The track.
Okay.
Something completely wrong about that. And he was very
So what you're saying then is he acted like a traumatized 17-year-old that it just
absolutely. Absolutely. And the thing is that when the kid as soon as he got approached by the popo, the kid, the first thing came out of his mouth was like, I believe like if the kid was all right, and then the second thing that he asked was like if this applied to be self-defense. That's the two words. That's the first two things that he said.
That's what I heard too. Right. Which he shouldn't have, but yeah, that's what I heard too. Uncle Jeff, what's up, man? How you doing? What say you, bro?
Hey fellas, I say number one that the grace that this young man is not being given, as black men, we got to own some of that. And if this was a young man of any other color, and I hate that phrase, but it's true. If this was a young man of any other color, he would be getting more grace because of what stands behind him or her. What stands behind us is a long line of whine, march, repeat. A long line of it. Just as And as of today, and y'all can say what y'all want. I'm done with Charleston White as of today. Before that, he has said a lot, but the line was crossed with Trayvon, and I think I hold a soft spot with regard to Trayvon because that could have been the turning point for Black people. Just same thing with our brother that got took out in Minnesota. I can't think of his name. Right? George Floyd.
George Floyd. Yeah.
Yes, this is not. I'm gonna say this. I landed. This is not Columbine. This is not okay. They've been bullying me, so I'll show them.
Right.
This young brother felt the need to protect himself of failing again. We can get into that later. Of his father, felt the need. Yes,
I can't agree with that, but go ahead. I don't agree with that, but go
ahead. To carry. Yeah, he felt the need to carry a weapon. This wasn't no dude in his basement the night before talking about what he was finna do.
Right.
He's not going to be given the grace he deserves because of us. I said that's.
What do you mean by that when you say that? But
I mean that there is absolutely the powers that be have no real reason to believe that there will be any recompense outside of maybe burning some shit down that's going to come from us.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I don't know. I can't agree with that. But let me say, shout out to Bishop J. Jermaine $5. The fact you have civil rights wannabe activists is behind this is questionable. Yo, fam, nah, I can't see that like that either. But thank you very much, brother. I really, really appreciate that. Because of Bishop J. Jermaine overall, his donations, thank you. We just need 12 more people, at least $5 a piece. And I thank you, Daryl, for coming through with your word. Thank you, bro. No F-bombs, y'all. If you say F-bomb, we got to get paid immediately. And I appreciate Daryl for doing that. Y'all making this guy look like a small chump ass ninja. Nah, that's not the case, though. But there's a such thing as people being much bigger than you, no matter how strong you are, right?
Everybody ain't Bruce Lee.
Right. Joseph Amora said Carmelo's demographics were likely taken from his school ID, which is usually issued when you first start going to high school. Okay, well, is Austin's the same thing? Because think about it. Is Austin's the same thing? They say he was 6'1", 230, fam. Come on now, y'all. Let's do that.
That's huge in high school.
That's huge. That's a grown ass man. That's huge as a man.
He is a representation of Shaq.
That's a little bit smaller than me right now. Hey, Big Rug 77 said police officers George Zimmerman, Kyle Rittenhouse, Daniel Penny, etc. They have set a precedent. Shout out to Big Rug 77. Yeah, that's sad. That's crazy. Well, but the crazy thing is it's in reverse now, right? Joseph Amore said he should have remained silent. You talking about Anton or Charleston White?
No, the boy Carmelo.
Carmelo should have remained silent. Oh yeah. He shouldn't have said. Yeah. That's true. He shouldn't have said anything. Kill said how you don't believe a police chief rather than a YouTube channel is weird as hell. Yeah. Bishop J. Jermaine said, that stand your ground defense is bullshit. Dude admitted he stabbed. Yeah, he stabbed him in self-defense, brother. Come on now. I don't understand, y'all. I don't get it. I swear I don't get it. Shout out to Anton. What's up? Shagra said, how many feet away was Carmelo Anthony's tent? I don't know that. Does anybody know that? I don't know that. I don't have the answer for that right now. But if anybody knows that, can you put it in the chat?
He was on the wrong side. That wasn't his side because people's he wasn't on the sides of where he's supposed to be at.
Right, the other team side.
But how far was who?
No, they don't know each other at all.
They didn't know each other at all.
They went to different school.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't know.
And somebody tell me they didn't also hear this rumor that the day before this dude bullied him.
Was nah, that's not true. Earlier
that's
that
not
day,
accurate.
Allegedly, they said earlier that day, but I don't know if that's substantiated. I don't think that's substantiated, right?
Okay.
So Jay Stevens, what's up, family? How you doing? Good to see you, fam. Daryl said his rhetoric is nothing new. Krager Belly, how you doing, man? Krager said, Easy Bands, Texas has stand your ground laws. Carmelo Anthony was not the aggressor in this case. Yeah, no, he wasn't. I agree with that. I don't think he was the aggressor. I'm just saying that I think it was a mistake for him to I think it was a mistake for him to bring a knife to school. And I've done it. Listen, let me say this. I've brought weapons to school before because I wasn't not for any one person, but just out of fear, period.
Right.
And I know how people get down. Yo, Blanco, you know what IS-271? You know IS-271?
Yeah, that's off Ralph Avenue.
Herkimer and Saratoga.
Yeah, that's off Ralph Avenue. I know what that is.
Yeah. That's where I went to. That's why I went to junior high school at IS-271 in the 80s, fam. Did you know?
Yeah.
Did you hear about the reputation of IS-271 in the 80s?
Yeah, you got your face lashed.
Yeah. So yeah, I had to. So yeah, I brought weapons to school. I got caught too, but I brought weapons to school.
Everybody, I don't want to say everybody. Let me take that back. But most kids, especially boys, especially in Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, you have to have at least a razor, bro.
At least. Right. At least a razor. At least, because everybody else
Not telling you
got
to do it. Not telling you to do it, but I'm telling you the environment that the niggas come from, yo.
Right.
That's how it was when we came up. So and it wasn't like a particular person was bullying you at the same time, even though I had some particular person, but it wasn't a particular person that was bullying you. It was like, yo, you just didn't want to be a victim. You just didn't want to get jumped and be fooled. Like, that's just it.
If I may, is
Yes, sir.
and I have to respect what y'all saying, because I came up in a generation before that where that wasn't the case. So, but I've heard this so many times that you don't get to what a nigga tell you, this is the jungle. You need to have a machete at least. Nigga, that's because they in the jungle. You don't get to discredit that. And I think a lot of that is what's happening here is we need to look at the jungle this young man was in. Because if he had that knife and he didn't know this dude, then why did he have that knife? What atmosphere are we actually discussing with this honor roll kid, and why did he have the knife? That's the only real discussion to me with regard to and I got my hand up first with Whitey ain't shit. I got my hand up first with they're probably going to railroad this young man into prison. I got my hand up first on if the races were reversed, this would be different. I need to know everything I need to know about why that young man had a knife and why he was in that tent other than the rain.
Well, I don't think there was a reason other than the rain. I don't think there was a reason other than the rain. But shout out to Jade Lewis. Thank you so much, Jade Lewis. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because of Jade Lewis, we just need 10 more people. 10 more people, at least $5 a piece. Y'all support the show, support the stream. I'm gonna celebrate all of y'all in a minute. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you very, very much. Thank y'all very, very much. Thank you. Let me see real quick. So real quick, give me one second.
Can I say something real quick?
Give me 1 second, Blanco. I got you. Caramel Drip said, Iz used to try to bully me. And that's how rumors get started, Caramel Drip. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. That's a lie. That's a lie for the pits of hell. Nobody could bully Baby D. Nobody could bully Baby D. Shout out to Chalk. Hey, twins in Georgia should have had a way to protect themselves. Huh? That's not even in Georgia. What the hell are you talking about? Hey, DJ Self Mix said, yeah, he shouldn't brought a knife to school. I agree with that. I don't think he should have brought a knife to school, even though I've had to do it. But you know, hopefully I would hope that these days are better, right? Corey said, salute is in chat. Salute. Vatos Bulldog said, if you do the crime, you do the time. Well, he didn't do a crime. He was protecting himself. There are no sides at a track meet. There are teams from all over. properly like 10 different schools. Oh, okay, wow. Is that the case, Blanco? I don't know how track meets work.
That
now.
makes sense.
Yes, it's going to be it's going to be track things for like everything from like pretty much the city. And you know, every city going to have at least 10, 15 joints. You see what I'm saying?
It's
So
not like
that's
football or
about it.
basketball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how it
it's
is.
not.
So like you go to Home Depot, you buy your tent, and then some people use the bleachers, so you put your tent in there, and that's your little area, but that don't make it yours. That's not legally yours. You just own the little tent you put it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to answer Jeff, just to let you know, the young boy, he a 3.7 student. He's a smart kid, never been in trouble, none of that.
Yes,
absolutely.
It's a good one.
I said that earlier. This ain't old dog. This ain't Doughboy.
Yeah.
This is Trey.
Yeah. Hey, Corey said, thank you, Corey, for the 5. He said he probably had that knife because something happened to him at the last meet. It's possible. It's possible, man. It's possible. Ain't no telling. Hey, because of Corey, we just
need
Hold on real quick.
Right.
Hold on real quick, y'all. Because of Corey, we just need 9 more people, at least $5 a piece. Y'all support the show, please. I appreciate y'all. Yo, Jeff, what was that question that you said that I was avoiding? I might not have saw it.
I was wrong. I was talking about why was he I had it in my mind like a basketball game. And I think that's what people need to get out your head. This is not a basketball game where there's only 2 teams here. The red and gold is over on that side, and the blue and white is over on this side, and you just happen to be over on this side. And I think that's what Anton is selling, and that's not the way it is at a track meet. A track meet look more like a tailgate party.
Okay, it's a whole bunch of people everywhere from
people
all different
everywhere.
schools. All different schools, yeah.
Yeah, like let's just say Lil Iz was running.
Mm-hmm.
And we knew his school was at a certain spot. You, his pops, you might have a tent down on the field.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of us are going to sit behind that tent in the bleachers over there.
Mm-hmm.
And now multiply that time 20.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you was in basketball, is you ever went to an AAU event?
With hoops, yes.
The same thing. The same thing. It's a bunch of things going to be under one umbrella. That's all it is.
Right. I got that. So yeah, that does cast a little bit of different light on it when you really think about it. That wasn't just one team versus another team, and he went to a rival team's tent. It was like, mad people all around, and he was trying to get out the rain. That makes sense.
Plausible. It's plausible. And you know what? Here's the issue. That is supposed to be the narrative that is presumed that you have to prove otherwise of. And right now, it's in the reverse.
Right. It's right.
But the thing is,
especially when it's us, it's no more innocent until proven guilty, especially when it's us. And I think that's what most people are giving the pushback to. It's no longer innocent until proven guilty, especially when it comes to a so-called black.
Exactly. And then like Jermaine, Jay Jermaine, if I may say, bro, Jay Jermaine said, y'all are really trying to defend this boy. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're supposed to do.
Jay Jermaine. They're trying to charge the brother with 1st-degree murder. Do y'all understand what that means, right? Y'all understand what that means, right? They're trying to charge this young brother with 1st-degree murder. It's not like, I don't think a lot of people would have a problem if it was unintentional manslaughter or something like
involuntary.
that. Involuntary, right? Involuntary
Yeah.
manslaughter. I don't think no one would really have a problem if that was the charge, right? They would be like, okay, yeah, let's just see what happens. We understand that, right? But to charge this young kid with god doggone 1st-degree murder, like, come on, fam. That's what the issue is for a lot of us.
Yeah, so
they overcharge him.
Overcharge.
I need you to sell this to me, Bishop J. Jermaine. I need you to sell this to me. That this 3.5 student,
3.7.
3.7 student,
never been in trouble,
ain't 150 pounds soaking wet holding a goddamn TV. All of a sudden, the night before, say, yeah, you know what? I'm finna take this knife and I'm gonna put some work in tomorrow. Them two
At
go
the track
together
meet.
at the
In
track
front of
meet.
everybody.
In front of it. That, thank you.
And I'm gonna stand there, and I'm gonna stand there at the bottom of the hill and wait for the police. Come
Sell
on,
me
man.
that. Sell
Come
me
on,
that.
fam. Y'all got to stop this.
And that is, and when you try him as a minor, all of that has to come into question. The fact that that boy is 17 years old, and this is I'm the last to sympathize, but what cracks me up is when niggas love the letter of the law whenever somebody black and white is involved.
Right.
I don't know how to pluck. You get to this place where it always, that's what I meant when I wrote it earlier, is that's what Anton is most guilty of here.
Right.
The black man is always in a rush to pull up even in some kind of plucking vacuum to say that this is where justice must be served. Nigga, when has justice been served for your crispy ass in this system? Ever.
But
That's my issue.
but I think you're just falling. Can you hear me good? I'm by the mountains right now.
Yeah, you good. You good. Go ahead.
I think you're just falling the trap, right? Like I used to react to Charleston White stuff before when I used to go live more often, right? I think that nigga is funny sometimes. He's funny for the most part. I'm gonna say that, right? The Charleston White formula is very simple, bro. Charleston White is going to go against the grain, right? Meaning he checked the temperature of what the people is saying. For example, this case, right? And obviously, most people are sympathizing with the self-defense kind of defense, right? In this case. So what Charleston White does is going to go against that. He's going to say no self-defense. That little nigga know what he was doing because he understands that that's going to bring a lot of. Israel is reviewing about him. So that's exactly what he wants. He wants people to just pretty much review what he said. He always going to go against the grain, bro. This is what he's been. That's how he got popular. He understands how this works. It's very.
But the
He's
problem,
a simple man.
I got you, but the problem is this, right? The problem is that's some bullshit, especially when you're talking about a young brother's life. We're talking about somebody's life, right? And we're talking about Anton is co-signing this shit. So not only do you have whatever influence that Charleston White has, but you have whatever influence that Anton has, and you're combining that, restating and continuously to restate that it was premeditated. That is dangerous. That's the problem. That's very dangerous, especially for this young man.
In my channel, bro, I literally got the main clip saying, I don't even understand why people take me serious.
Well, I get
Charleston
it,
White said like he said that, he said like, yo, everybody's playing over here on the internet, so I'm playing. My point is, bro, listen. Do I think Charleston White is a comedian? You got me, man. I laugh for the nigga jokes, bro. But bro, I don't take that nigga serious. Let me finish, bro. I'm not saying this is funny, homie. Did I say that?
Nah, but I understand what you're saying about him being a comedian. But what I'm saying is that we can't sit back and allow people that's supposed to be a popular content creators be able to say this type of stuff without any pushback. We have those of us who have a voice absolutely have to use our voice in order to try to bring balance to the situation, because you had the right, you had daggone Megyn Kelly get up on the thing and literally say on the news, this chick literally got up there and said, oh, well, this guy, all this dude Austin did was say, excuse me, you're in the seat, and then this black kid turned around and stabbed him in the chest. That's what Megyn Kelly said on Fox News, fam. So, yo, when you got these people who's out there with this propaganda and with this crazy stuff, like, yo, I'm gonna speak on it. I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna speak against it because it doesn't make sense.
Okay, cool. Because so that means you following Charleston White is following the cloud, and then you at that point you attach yourself into the cloud and react to Charleston White. That's the ecosystem.
Well, I mean, whatever you say, I mean, that's not what it is for me. It's not about clout for me, but I'm going to speak against this because I think it's egregious. I think it's egregious. This young man hasn't been to trial yet, and we got content creators that have a tremendous amount of influence, whether people think they're joking or not. And people don't think Anton is joking. People take Anton a lot more serious, right? And they are talking about this man premeditated, deleted this young kid. That's crazy.
I never say that they were joking, bro. And those words that didn't come out of my mouth. I say Charleston White is a comedian. So therefore, past that, besides his comedy stuff, the funny stuff that he does, I don't give a damn what Charleston White says, bro. That man doesn't say nothing important in my life.
Okay, but then that's what I'm saying. Then you sit this one out, then Blanco. Like at the end of the day, you sit this one out. But
That's
you can't
not the
come over
point.
here. No. It is my point. You can't come over here.
You're missing what I'm saying.
Hold on. I hear exactly what you're saying, but this is what I'm saying. You can't come over here and speak to me about why I'm speaking about what he's doing or what he's saying.
I didn't say that either.
Come on, man. Let's don't do that though.
What I'm trying to say is very simple, bro. People don't need to take serious Charleston White. That's all I'm trying to say, fam. It's very simple what I'm trying to say, bro.
But do you recognize that
You can do whatever you want.
But I'm saying, but do you recognize that there's some people that are going to take this serious regardless? Do you recognize that people have what's called confirmation bias and have what's called attribution bias, and this plays into the negative stereotypes that's put out there about Black men? Do you understand that this affects all of us and our children?
People need to grow a mind on their own and start thinking for themselves and what makes sense to them.
No. Answer my question directly. Do you understand that this affects all of us and that this is not, I mean, what people should do and what people do are two totally different things?
It doesn't, because nothing you can do will be able to stop. So no.
Okay.
Gentlemen, is it all right? Can I again, here's the bad news. There's room for both of you to be right. The problem is, Poppy, I don't think I think you and you're often guilty of this. I don't think you look at yourself properly. Okay. This oneness of thinking, this very rubber stamp, ironclad way you have of thinking, bruh, that makes you the Aries of this panel. You on that God of War shit, and nobody can fault you for it, and it works, and it's needed, it's necessary. But that's the way you move through life as a member of this panel. Those of us who can see further and higher, that's why the plucking people show up, is because we can see further and higher. You don't look at shit like the commoners do. Charleston White sways the commoners.
Exactly.
And I believe that's his point. So until you can look at you and the way you look at shit as elevated and different, and you are absolutely right about the sheep not being the sheep shouldn't be so easily led. But if they weren't so easily led, they wouldn't be plucking sheep. Now would they? They'd be wolves or coyotes or something else, but they are sheep, and this dude influences.
And then to this point, right, Anton and Charleston wouldn't have as much influence as they had if they weren't. That's the whole thing. That's right. Jay Lewis said, if that's the case, Poppy, why are they influencers? That's a fact, because they have influence, right? Shout out to St. Louis Mook. He said, I'm with Iz on this. Blanco is wrong as F. Shout out to Treese. What's up, Treese? How you doing, sis? Good to see you. Influencers have a big responsibility. Yes, they do. I can see that. Shout out to Jay Lewis. Said they want to crush this kid. What if the shoe was on the other foot? The Caucasian kid would not be charged at all. We have seen this. Well, he might be charged, but he definitely would be a lesser charge, and he probably would be home for sure, not on no $1 million bond. That's a whole different thing. This kid, see Blanco, this kid is facing real world consequences. While we're all talking about it, no matter what side of the fence we're on, this kid is in jail right now on $1 million bond, facing a first degree murder charge. So this is very, very real for him. Right. And so like I said, I'm not with the crazy shit. I'm not. Shout out to Amir, the Civic Street professor, say he will only get 8 years max. Why is everyone tripping? He can't get life in prison or a death penalty because he is under the age of 17. We got you, but you know what I'm saying?
That's a
It's still some wonky shit. He
Let's
can't
hope.
get the death penalty, right? They can't. They said they won't give him the death penalty.
No, I'm
He
talking about
can't
the
get
8 years.
Right. But I don't know about 8 years. Not for first degree murder. That's not true. But and we'll look that up in a second. But the problem is that, again, with them putting the first degree murder charge on him, that's the way. The minimum is 10 years and the maximum is 30 years on a first degree murder charge. And I'm gonna pull it up for you so you can see it. Shout out to JC. It was a district meet. It was all Frisco schools there. Yep. Achilles, the Vegas assassin said it's an invitational. Yeah, it was an invitational. Angry Snowman said, "You're right. If the races were reversed, it would be different. Blacks would be burning shit down if a cracker poked and deleted a black high school kid." Nah.
That's happened too many times.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Amir, the Civic Street professor, said the max Anthony could get if convicted is 8 years in prison. I don't. Let me pull that out because I don't think that's accurate. Kimberly's Life, how you doing? Kimberly's Life. She said, I or anyone else doesn't know all the details here. What I do know is even if Metcalf pushed Carmelo, it didn't call for a stabbing. And well, listen, he didn't have no control over whether that young man died or not, right? But if he felt like he was in danger and he was going to get jumped by 460 pounds of people, at least, it would stand the reason you might want to bring a weapon to the fight. Because if you 130 and they weigh 230 a piece, that's a little much. Hey, Venus, wave it back so I know it's you. Before you come up, if you say F-bombs, it's a bounty, okay? Immediately to be paid. So give me 1 second. Hold on real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me just try to make sure it's Venus. Give me 1 second, Venus. Let me put an overlay on for you. Hold on real quick. Give me 1 second, Blanco. I got you. You next. Is that you, Venus?
Yeah, hi. How you doing?
All right, how you doing? All right, go ahead, Blanco. You got it. And Venus, you got it after that. Hey, Corey, it happened on Wednesday.
This is what I believe.
Okay.
This is what's going on, right? They charged the kid because he haven't get grand jury yet. How about now? Still bad?
It's a little bit better. Go ahead. What are you saying?
They haven't grand jury him yet, right? If we work in a very in the most proper system, bro, they should be able to let that kid go home and they're going to grand jury him by the beginning of June. That's what I read. So this is what I believe is going to happen, bro.
But that's
they're going to grand jury him with a
Blanco. But that's 2 months that this kid is in jail with $1 million bond over his head.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know, it's insane. He's going to have a bond hearing. If I'm not mistaken, by the beginning of next week, they're going to set bond for him. That's what I read yesterday. I don't know if you haven't changed, but that's what I read, right? But this is what I believe is going to happen. Just so the state and just so they can keep this white supremacist group quiet, they're going to grand jury him with a N2, N1 or N2, right? Right? And he's gonna have to fight. If he's going to
You're going out again. You're going out again.
God damn it. Never mind.
Yeah, my Blanco, you keep going out. Hey, Venus, what say you? How you doing, Venus?
Hey, how you doing? Just a quick thought I had. I've been listening to like a lot of panels about this situation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting that black men have like a horrible public image, right? And like you guys were speaking of, this severely affects them. It affects opportunities they get. It affects grace that they're given in situations, etc. Right? So it's interesting to me that it's black men who are the main ones not giving this boy a chance, the main ones making up details that they don't even know are true, the main one slandering this is a child. It's not even a grown man, 17-year-old boy. And this is how black men who should be way more familiar with discrimination, oppression, and everything else, and they're not even giving the little boy the benefit of the doubt. I think it's very telling about why black people are in the position that they're in, because no other group even has to do it to you. Like, you do it to yourselves. And that's just my observation. It's really sad because nobody was there. We don't even know all of the details yet, but it is very telling when black men are looking at this boy and assuming the absolute worst without any information, without enough information to make an accurate decision. But in their minds, because they view black people so horribly, because they don't have a positive self-image, they're gonna assume he's premeditated. He's the worst of the worst. All of this with nothing that says that. But this is coming
Uncle
from black
Ruckus
men.
bullshit.
But hold on, and that's a fact though. Like, listen, I can't argue with you there. And this shit is sad and it's disgusting and it's horrible. Like, how do we expect to get a shake in the world if we won't even give ourselves a shake? And I agree 1,000% with that. And that's basically the point that I'm making.
No, I understood you and I understood Uncle Jeff. Like, I don't understand how they don't understand what you're saying.
Right.
I like the brainwashing and the indoctrination. It really runs deep in this community, and everybody likes to ignore that. But every time a situation like this happens, you can clearly see it. Because what is it in you that looks at a teenage boy that you don't know, that you don't have any information about, and automatically comes to the absolute worst conclusion? There's something wrong with how you view black people.
Right.
And as a black
how you view
man,
yourself.
That guilty is your default.
Right. How you view yourself. That's a fact. That's a fact. Okay. So and mass. Oh wait, that's second degree. I said first degree. No. Oh, hold on real quick. I'm sorry. Hold on real quick. Cause I was trying to get the I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. But yeah, go ahead, Uncle Jeff. I apologize.
I want to go back to something DJ Seth Mix said around 10:31. I was alluding to this earlier. This is bad parenting skills, and I'll tell you why. Especially if my son is 5'9", 5'8", 5'9", 130 pounds, and a senior in high school. Oh, by that time, my son is an ass whooper. And I'm sorry, this may be mildly anecdotal, but I got the shit beat out of me going to school when I was little. I had asthma. I made a double. I was the entry-level ass whooping in my neighborhood, and niggas made sure that they paid regular visits until I started to take martial arts school. And then I joined the Marines and so on and so forth. I made sure that all my, bro, you don't want it with none of my sons. None of them. All of them had to pick something. One's good at MMA. One's good at judo. And the other two are very nice at boxing. Because when they were younger, I got them, as soon as they could put their hands up, I made sure they was nice with them because I knew this world was going to test them. If that young man had that path, I don't think he would have had a knife in his hand.
That's not true, though, Uncle Jeff. I'm living testimony that that's not true. My father has had me. My father has been there. Is a supreme disciplinarian. Has guided me and has had me in stuff ever since I was knee high to a grasshopper. I shot guns since I was 6 years old. Knowing how to clean them, break them apart, clean them, everything. You know what I'm saying? And my father put me in everything: boxing, jiu-jitsu, ninjutsu, aikido. I was in all of that. I'm telling you. And the truth of the matter is, I still brought, like Blanco's trying to tell you, I still brought razor blades and knives or whatever else I could find to school to protect myself. Because hold on, let me finish. Because 6-on-1, you ain't what are they? Like you said, everybody ain't Bruce Lee. 6-on-1, 10-on-1, 5-on-1, and the dudes is 2 times bigger than you, that shit is scary. And so what we're not accounting for, and we trying to put it on the parents, it ain't on his father, because what you're not accounting for is the fear factor. You don't know what level of fear this kid had. You don't know. Listen, I told the story like when I first moved to North Carolina from Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York. My cousin told me all the way down from God doggone New York City to Garner, North Carolina. My cousin was filling my head with how these country white boys would string my ass up if I was out of line or whatever. And when I went to school, these dudes was way bigger than me. These white kids was way bigger than me. I'm like, God, dog. They was giants and huge. And I'm sitting looking, and the first person I ever seen bring a gun to school was a white boy at that school. So when you saying what you're saying, I hear you. It don't have shit to do with nobody parents or parenting. It got everything to do with what was this kid's fear factor, how he processed that fear, and what level of danger did he think he was in on a day-to-day basis. Because this obviously didn't have nothing to do with necessarily his track meet. It was on a day-to-day basis, his level of fear.
Okay. So okay. I expect, and I'm going to make this in the declarative before I ask the question. I expect to have a relationship with my sons, especially if I'm active in their life. So if they were at a DEFCON level of bring a weapon to school, that I would know about it.
Shit.
So you mean to tell me that that you're okay with, or you're expecting, or you don't think it needs to be addressed if at some point, and please forgive me if you think it's crude, that when Lil Iz get to a certain age, he would carry a weapon to school and you wouldn't know about it?
Well, okay, so what Little is different. Guess what? I take Little Iz to school and pick Little Iz. Well,
right,
I pick Little. Yes. Hold on, I pick Little. But yo, guess what? My dad was a great dad, but he couldn't take me to school or pick me up from school. Guess how many times my dad fought a bully for me?
None.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I hear what you're saying. But you cannot, I think that it's misappropriation, and it's unfair to say that necessarily he had bad parents. That doesn't mean that he had bad parents. Hold on. Or it's bad parenting, because again, when I brought those weapons to school, my dad didn't know about it. Did he know I had issues and problems? Yes. Did he know I brought a weapon to school? Heck no. Because I got my tail tore up when he found out. But they don't tell that, right? Children don't tell their fathers everything, right? They might tell them that they're having problems, and their father might say, okay, well, did you go to the teacher? Did you go, you know what I'm saying? Is you good? What's going on? Whoop, whoop, whoop. But if a kid feels a threat, you know what I'm saying, and they don't feel like their parent could take them out of their environment, they're going to do whatever they feel is necessary with their young mind to protect themselves. That has nothing to do with the parenting of the parenting. I just can't say that has nothing to do with the parenting.
Okay, I'll say that's fair. That's a fair way to look at it.
I agree.
Look at it that way. I done been in a gang of these situations myself, bro. Mm-hmm. And I think my father put it best, and this is why I'm so on this young brother's side. This dude got shot at popped at my school at a dance, and my mother was like, "This is why I'm so concerned about you," because and I was like, "Mom, this can happen anywhere." He was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. My father said, "There's no right time to be in the wrong place. And you need to recognize wrong places faster." Mm-hmm. This doesn't apply to him. But what I'm saying is that about all you can do is 1, watch your surroundings, 2, be nice with them things, and 3, I guess you're right.
Right.
Carry a piece or carry something to protect yourself with. I wouldn't think, and this doesn't sound like with this 3-point-something grade average dude, that that's his environment. I want to find out why he had the knife. I just need an answer to that.
Right. Sock Passe said, and like, yeah, when I came to the South, these white dudes had guns. But anyway, I'm from Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, and I went to IS 271 and never seen nobody bring a gun to school. But I mean, now we have metal detectors and stuff like that, but you know what I'm saying, in my school. But you know what I'm saying? I've seen people bring razors, $150s. Yo, Sock Passe said teens having a small pocket knife is nothing new. Shout out to Sock Passe.
I believe that if you in this, bro, it's the South. No, even it's the South. It's an open carry state. I think you having a knife is pretty. It should be kind of like the normal.
Okay,
if somebody's allowed to have guns. Another thing, Jeff. In a lot of the South places, the last time I checked, their father be teaching their kids how to shoot and everything at 14, 12.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I see that in Florida. I see young boys in Florida with straight up rifles. I see that that's pretty good. That's often over there. So like I said, the knife was 3.5 inches long, bro.
Yeah, it's not small.
So it was under the regulation. You know, the regulation is supposed to be under 6.
Right.
So that lets me know right there that most likely he need that. Most likely he need that knife or just for something else. I don't know, man. Yes, he probably find a raccoon on the street. He killed it. Who knows? But it wasn't for
cut a
violence,
box open.
It wasn't for no violence. That's what it lets me know. The size.
A lot of people in the South carry knives because they're handy.
Right. Well, he said, and he was a cashier too, so maybe it was the kid's box. But this is for the people who said this. For my brother Amir. In Texas, the minimum prison sentence for first-degree M is 5 years, and the maximum is 99 years. That's why that particular sentence structure is very, very dangerous for this young man. That's why. Because the maximum is 99 years.
Exactly.
That's why. So you know what I'm saying? They would much rather it be moved to involuntary manslaughter or something like that, which have a lesser minimum and a lesser maximum as well.
It becomes tricky about that. It becomes tricky because according to the laws, this is a state case, not federal case. This is a state case, right? So depending how Texas is, manslaughter can carry out from like and I'm not saying a specific number, but sometimes it can happen to the point that it can be between 7 and 43. You see what I'm saying? Something like that.
I looked at it. There it's a minimum of 2 years and a maximum of 10 years or 20 years or something like that. I just looked it up.
Yes. So what happened is, and this is what happened. This is what I think it happens. It's going to happen. My bad. They overcharged Buddy, the young boy, because at the time they come to the grand jury, they're going to grand jury him, right? It's a good chance they probably downgrade him to a hat 1, 2. You know what I'm saying? M2, something like that. So what they're going to do is they're going to put it in the hands of the jury. He's going to go into a trial. So he's going to have to fight it in trial, which is very messed up. It's very messed up because now, from what I understand, he got he raised like $300,000.
Yeah.
That's what I understood.
Yes.
So that right there is going to cover, he should be able to get a good lawyer. A good lawyer, hopefully, should be able to get the young boy off. But I believe the reason why they overcharge him like that is so the state doesn't get this white supremacist group mad. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, Corey, shout out to Corey. Thank you for the $5, brother. He said, now those are the Scooby Snack Ninjas begging White Zaddy for attention and validation. Thank you, Corey. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to my people's bandit, Romello 747, Bandcott said 85% are sheep, 12% are watchers, 12% are gatekeepers, and 1% rule. Write it down and remember, this is always the rule. Okay, so you just switch it up. There ain't no 10 to 15%, huh? No 15%. Bishop J. Jermaine, $5 for Venus. In the words of Angry Man, it's not what black men have done, it's what they haven't done. Venus is gaslighting y'all. So let me ask you a question, Bishop. You said that you're ashamed of us Negroes right now. Why are you ashamed? I don't get it. Why are you ashamed? Help me understand, my God, Bishop J. Jermaine. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
And what was she wrong about?
Huh?
And what was she wrong about? I'd like to know what Venus was wrong about.
Yeah, no doubt.
I didn't think she said it. I agree with everything she said.
Yeah. Caramel Drip said, how is a track meet the wrong place? Never mind. Shout out to Jay Lewis. She said, I agree with Caramel Drip. How is a track meet the wrong place? I don't think he went there to start anything. I don't think so either.
Well, can I be clear since I wasn't clear the first time?
Give me 1 second. Yes, sir. Sure. Give me 1 second. Josh Gay said, Izzy, how we know he brought a knife? He could have got it off the table. Yeah, but being that he pulled it out his book bag, that's why we say, you know what I'm saying? That's why he say it could have been a lot of things.
I hope he didn't pull it off the table and put it in his book bag.
It could have been a lot of things, but being that they say he pulled out his book bag is why I say that, right? Conscious Warren said, and it's not a knife in the same sense as a blade over 5.5 inches. It's a tool. I got it, but he don't need that tool. He used the tool and deleted somebody. So Mark Wilson said, illegal to have a knife on school grounds. Don't matter about the South. Yeah, it's illegal. Yep. Poor George said, an A+ student can be just as violent as a C- student. Yes, but come on, fam. Yes.
Oh my God.
Come on, fam. Let's. The likelihood is slimmer. Slimmer. Come on, man. And he ain't never been in trouble. Come on, brother. Let's don't do that. JC the Conqueror said, this shit literally happened when I was in school. Some Jamaican and Dominican kids got into a fight, and one Dominican kid pulled out a knife and stabbed a kid, and he died. Damn. God rest his soul. Emperor Cole said the great, right. I didn't tell my parents or grandma everything that was happening. I handle shit on my lonely. That's how most of us do. Let's just be honest. That's how most of us young men do. What's that, Ignorant TV? Blanco ain't black. He ain't one of us. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You Negroes are really trying to defend this boy. Yeah, yes. young man. Yes.
To be doing.
Shout out to Izzy Bands and the Ismailite Nation. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to you. I have a weapon on me, but not at a track meet. FOH. Shit. Shit. Play Jada Batty said, I look at cases independently when reviewing them. That's good. That's a good thing to do. All right. My bad. Y'all got it. I just want to catch up on my comments.
Yeah.
Well,
man. Like I don't understand why it's like I do believe that this kid was acting in self-defense, and then if other people believe that he wasn't self-defense, that's fine. That's not a big deal. Like, but I don't understand why they trying to like go out their way to say like the kid was in the wrong, bro. You're supposed to defend your life at all costs.
Right.
The guy had a 3.5-inch knife, bro. That right there should tell you this man wasn't trying to like he wasn't out there like that.
You lucky.
If you want to put pain, exactly. You're like if you want to put pain in somebody, you get the one that is over 6 inches. That's the one that brings the pain.
Well, no. If you if you don't, I would say the bigger the weapon, the less you know what you're doing. So yes. In the wrong hands, a 1-inch knife is extremely dangerous. This dude happened to hit the right spot at the right time to eliminate.
There you go.
I don't think. Now, do I think nothing should happen? No, a life was taken. But do I think what from the history we've had in this country with the judicial system in the South, nigga? Am I wrong for what I fear may happen to this young man?
No.
That's what.
Jeff, let me ask you this, Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff, let me ask you this. What is Texas known for?
Lynching niggas.
Bruh.
Besides that, yeah.
Besides that,
besides that, oil,
guns,
guns.
Yeah.
And Don't
There you go.
Guns.
Stay right there. Guns, right there.
Guns.
Texas and most open carry states, they are proud on standing your ground rules. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
Right. Yes.
Here we go right here. You see what I'm saying? Stand your ground. I think when the boy told the white boy, yo, touch me again, see what happened, that sounded like a warning to me. That sounded like a warning, like leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Now the boy and his brother trying to press somebody on the young black kid. Like what this guy supposed to do? Like let him jump him? And I know a lot of YouTube warriors. Hey, I would have got down with. Man, a lot of y'all niggas never got to know. Y'all don't know what violence really means, bro.
Won't
Y'all
throw
really
a
don't
rock
know.
in a ghost town.
Yeah, I would have got down with. Yo, I've been John 4 times, brother. Trust me. Yo, they. I mean, one of them we won, man. But the other 3, man, they messed us up real bad.
Yeah.
They had me spitting blood, family.
Yeah,
I'll tell
getting
you like
jumped
that.
ain't no joke. Yeah, you could, and
Right?
that's why I don't understand
Talk
why people
all
don't
that
act like
trash you
you
want.
can't die from getting in a fight. You could die from getting in a fight. It just doesn't make sense. People just be
Happens
talking.
behind bars every
Are
day.
we condoning what the boy did was right? Absolutely not, man. But this is a decision that you can tell it was made on the heat of the moment, bro. This is the way I look at it. It was on the heat of the moment, a split second, and this is no bullying, because the reason why I say it was a no bullying is because they didn't know each other. Bullying to me is when you got to have a pattern. Like you go to the same school, he start poking at you, he start roasting on you, you see what I'm saying? Pinching you. That's bullying.
I disagree too. I disagree too. I think that you could absolutely bully somebody that you don't know, like at a particular moment in time, right? Because listen, if I'm standing on a public sidewalk and you come up to me and be like, "Hey, yo, this is my sidewalk, man. You know I stand here and move," and I'm like, "Yo, what? I told you to move around." And you try to put hands on me, that's bully. That's trying to bully me. You trying to bully me. You trying to big boy me.
We can back it down a little bit. Is you ever walking down the block with your girl by the hand, and the pink people just think you supposed to get out the way? No. They bullying you.
They know better than that.
They're imposing. They're trying to. The definition of bullying is trying to impose your will on another individual who you think has a lesser advantage of you from someplace. That could be size, that could be money, whatever it is, that's bullying from that place.
Hey, yo, hey, Bishop, I don't qualify. I've been in hundreds of, hold on real quick. Bishop, shout out to you. Thank you for the $5. I love y'all, but some of y'all ninjas haven't been in fist fight. I've been in hundreds of fist fights. So
come on.
I've been in hundreds of them. Hundreds of them. Literally hundreds of fist fights, bro.
I have
hundreds.
I have come up plenty of times, but nigga, I got the scars in my face, nigga. I got scars in my knuckles, bro.
Hey, yo, I got the scars in my knuckles, but not the scars in my face, because I ain't get hit in my face too much.
I do.
I was nice with my hands. I was nice with my hands.
I got a whole pussy on my eyebrow, nigga.
I got the scars in my knuckles to prove it. I ain't get hit too much in my face. Hey, but I got the scars on my knuckles to prove it. So yeah, I've been in a whole bunch of fist fights, hundreds of, at least 100. So I ain't one of the people that like
that's
when
an
I said
easy number.
Yeah, when I say right now that I don't fight, it's because I'm older. Like what I look like fighting, like yo, they don't have no insurance policies that cover me getting into fist fight with you Negroes. Like what are we talking about? My insurance doesn't cover it, so I got to let you have it. I'm gonna warn you first, but you got to have it. You got to have it. My gun is undefeated, fam. I lost some fights, but my gun is undefeated.
But the thing on this case, bro, I believe that they overcharge this case so they can keep those white supremacist group quiet, bro. So like that, the kid can get off on a trial. That's what I believe, bro. A decent lawyer should get this man off.
You think they're
trying to do this young boy?
You think?
No, hell no, it's not a favor. Hell no. But if we live in a very fair system when it comes to the laws, bro, the grand jury should be next week at mass. And he should be able to like self-defend, stand your ground rule, apply over here, go home. You see what I'm saying? We live in a fair place. Right. But we know that we done. So in order to appease their group, he gonna have to see the entire process. You see what I'm saying?
No doubt. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening. I was trying to say, let me finish playing
No,
this.
no,
No, hey yo, hey, Corey said, I hear what Bishop is saying. The knife was too much. He could have left the scene. I don't think he could have left the scene. I don't think he could have left the scene. Like, look at the bleachers, look where they was at. I don't think he could have left. Bishop J. Jermaine said, I don't fight now because I'm 45. Exactly. I'm over that. So
The
you know I ain't
hell I
fighting.
look like.
Thank you for being sponsor of the show, Bishop. I appreciate it. Let me celebrate Bishop and everybody else who supported the show. Thank y'all so much, everybody who supported the show so far. We just need 3 more people, at least $5 a piece, but this is the big celebration for everybody. My man, Bishop J. Jermaine, leading the way, sponsor of the show, coming through with the come through. I really appreciate it, even though he don't agree with me. He definitely disagrees with me on this particular subject. We don't agree, but this is how you do it, man. We could disagree and still be all right. I appreciate you, Bishop J. Jermaine. Thank you.
God damn it, I like the way you do bit.
It don't matter what the situation. I'm just tryna climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine, 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 fine. No matter what the situation.
All my sisters, Jay Lewis and them that supported the show, Miss Lockhart, Jay Lewis, everybody, all the sisters that supported the show. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate
Hope
y'all.
you don't mind if I say this out loud. How wonderful life is, 'cause you're in the world.
I love you. 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 Jay Watt said at least 100 fights. Dang, you should have become a boxer or MMA fighter and got paid. That's a lot of fighting. Hey, listen, I come where I come from and the time where I come from it just, you know what I'm saying? That's just was the order of the day.
Bruh.
Shout out to Jay Lewis.
Okay, is this true for you? Is real talk. From the time I start, from 5 years old to 18, I can't name you a week worth of days where either I didn't see a fight, wasn't in a fight, or didn't hear about a fight.
Well, I lived around white people a long portion of my life, and believe it or not, the white people I lived around, they didn't fight at all. So
nigga, when did you get your numbers up?
When Brooklyn, Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, and North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Well, I guess your place was a little bit more dynamic. Mine was static. On the south side of Chicago in the 70s, niggas was fighting everywhere. It was like basketball. It was like most, that's why you hear about a lot of dudes that came up in the 60s and 70s could fight. Because you had to fight.
And look, and mostly all my fights was on the basketball court, just for the record, especially in North Carolina. All my fights was on the basketball court, and all I used to do is play basketball from sun up to sundown. So you know I fought a
fouling a lot of people. Was that?
No, people was fouling me. I was busting people's ass. That's why I was shooting people's eyes out. They didn't like it, and I talk a lot of shit because I was pretty decent. I talked a lot of shit, and I could back it up. So yeah, I had to fight a lot. Shout out to Jay Lewis, dope discussion, Izzy. Thank you. Yeah, most of my fights did not occur in school. They occurred on the playground. You know what I'm saying? J Lock, what's up? Did y'all know the police contact? Nah, I did not know. Agreed to disagree, absolutely. Justin D said, unfortunately, it sounds like when he warned Aston that he knew the next step was to stab him, as that was his next step. Well, I mean, come on, fam. Listen, I'm telling you, if you roll up on me talking about fighting, I'm going to tell you, yo, fam, if you don't stop, I'm going to shoot you. I'm scared. I'm scared. If you don't stop, I'm going to shoot you. And the next thing I'm going to do is shoot you. I'm just telling you. So that don't mean it's not premeditated. It's like, yo, I'm not about to fight you. If I can't avoid it, I have to tell you that's what's gonna happen. I'm just telling you. If you take another step, act like you want to put hands and feet on me, you're gonna get popped. Go ahead. What'd you say?
People doing a whole lot of Monday morning quarterback, bro. Should it, could it, would it? This is on the heat of the moment, bro. Obviously, every human being that heard about this case will agree that they're going to come to the conclusion that this could be avoidable. Like, yeah, man, if you would have walked away. This happened on the heat of the moment, bro. Simple as that, man. I don't know why that's so hard to understand.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Like, oh, you should have walked away and then pray to Allah 75 times or pray to God, whoever your God might be, and then go back to your daddy, and then your daddy would have teach you taekwondo and karate. And bro, stop it, bro. This was a unfortunate mistake that happened, and that one kid lose his life, and the other kid is on the verge to lose his own life.
Yeah,
I do believe that he should get off, but he's still gonna carry this with it. Like, yo,
Yeah,
man,
did you
people
see his
just don't
face?
know,
Did
fam.
you see the mugshot? Yeah, yo, that's another thing. That's another thing. Hey, living with taking a life is punishment in itself. I ain't gonna lie. That kid did not look like he was trying to take nobody's life. And he looked so broken in his mugshot that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he didn't know what to do.
And the fact that he said, even though that he shouldn't be saying nothing, he shouldn't be saying nothing when he was in the process to get arrested. But actually, those words should be playing real good in court. He was concerned for the kid, for the other kid.
Yes.
Is he all right? You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
That right there is going to play wonderful for the jury if he's going to make it to a trial, to a jury trial.
Yeah,
that means that let you know that he don't got that kind of heart.
Right. He didn't want to hurt that kid for real. I think he just was trying to get him off of him. But it's sad. Jay Lewis said, dope discussion. Thank you. Bishop J. Jermaine said the 80s and 90s you had to fight. That's a fact. Growing up in Detroit in the 80s and 90s, you either fought or got gotten. Yeah, that's a fact. Layups don't count. That's all I could do is layups and jump shots. I wasn't dunking like that. I think I only dunked like 3 times in my whole life. Coach at 330 Great said, and we used to literally fight everywhere, playground, football field, classroom, on the stairs. It didn't matter. I didn't have many fights in school. It's like that. I had a few when I was young, but not like that. Phil Sosa said, you throw elbows while I'm trying to go get the layup? Nah. I'm not a hack. I'm not a hacker. Now, I did accidentally split somebody's eye by mistake, but I'm not a hacker. Hey, Jay Lewis said, that was normal where we lived in the hood. Yeah, it definitely is. John J 313 says, salute Uncle Jeff. You got to bring back Giraffe Ball soon. Shout out to John J. Absolutely, Uncle Jeff. What we do podcast, JT, what's up? Texas is known for the Alamo, textbooks, NASA boots, and 5-gallon hats, etc. J Lo said, don't put your hands on me, guy, white or black. I know that's right.
How about it?
He be able to stand wherever he wants to stand to get out of the rain? Yeah, that's a fact. Corey said Venus was 100% on point. We are our worst enemies, unfortunately. Ed Hill said, why is a knife on the table at a track meet? Make it make sense. Y'all are some
2 knives?
Yeah, y'all some wild people, man. Shock said, dealing with that being locked up, he should be home in therapy. Yeah, he should definitely be home in therapy. Yeah, because that's a lot. Taking a life and dealing with the guilt and the thing taking life, that's crazy.
That's a lot for a grown man.
Yeah, after school fight was real, Izzy. Yes, it was. Meet me at 3:00 was the primordial words. Meet me at 3:00 when the bell rings. It's on. yes, that was the thing. Meet me at 3:00 was a thing for real. Thank you, Bishop J. Jermaine. I appreciate you sponsor the show. Hey, y'all be like Bishop J. Jermaine. We just need 2 more people because of Bishop. Y'all help us reach our goal today. Just 2 more people, at least follow us, please. Let's get back to this Anton joint, man, because this is where it gets really egregious. It gets really egregious. This is what Anton says after this. It's like, yo, what in the world? Let's go. Let me play this. Here we go. Salute. Fair use for the use.
Charleston is 100% right. 1,000% right on this one.
It's a premeditated crime because you took a weapon in fear.
Yep.
Anticipating to use it.
That was premeditated, though.
And it said a track meet. You getting ready to run track with other kids and you got a knife on you. No, man, you got to go to jail. You got to go. There's no so when is it all right to kill the bully? I don't give a fuck what the bully did. He don't have a right to die.
No.
Huh?
Man, you weak. Man, that's why I say
he don't care what the bully did. He don't have a right to die. He don't care what the bully did. He don't have a right to die. I'm sorry. Some crimes deserve. Some crimes deserve for you to meet your maker.
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
I'm sorry, Charleston. Some crimes deserve for them to meet their maker. They got to meet their maker. What about that little boy? What about that boy that was graping that other little boy on the bus? You don't think that little boy? Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
Oh my! No.
There was a boy. There was an older boy graping a younger boy on the bus. Man,
what the?
Yes, that was a while back. That was a while back. Yes. There's some crimes and some bully stuff that you deserve to meet your maker. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody say. Listen.
Well, I believe it's possible to provoke what you don't deserve.
That's true too.
How about that? How about maybe you don't deserve to be choked until one of your eyeballs come out your head, but it's possible to provoke that when Charles say gone now. Exactly. He didn't say it gone now, but you go, okay. It's possible to provoke what you don't deserve.
Yo, fam, but we say in this space, DJ Self Mix, we say in this space all day, every day that you cannot control somebody else's response to what you do. If you don't know how, I'm not bugging. You don't know how scared somebody else is of you. You don't know what somebody else experiences or how frightened they are. So you said, thank you, Jay Lewis, for the double. I appreciate you, sis. I got you in a minute. We just need one more person because of Jay Lewis. You don't know how scared somebody is. So I'm not saying that boy Austin deserved to die. That's not at all what I'm saying. I don't think so in this particular case. At the same time, you can't say no bully don't ever deserve to die. That's a wild statement. That's what I'm saying. It can be. Yeah, Noah Bell S.A. can be bullying, bro. You ain't heard Fleece Johnson talk? Yes, S.A. can absolutely be bullying. Yes,
and
without question.
And this is I think that wouldn't be like a good defense, bro. It would have been a good defense to bring up the bullying part. I don't think so.
I mean, but if he said if the bullying is he was standing under the tent and that kid came and pushed him and said, "Get out of here, you got to move," and he said, "Hey man, look, it's raining, I'm chilling," like, and he was aggressing upon him. That could be a good defense.
Can you do me a favor and look at the bullying definition? I never look at it, but all
right, give me a second.
Go ahead.
Let's finish this, and I got you. Hey, listen, we just need. Okay, we just need one more person, at least $5 a piece to reach our goal. What's up, JD 1975? Y'all help us reach our goal today. All right, let's go back to this. Let's finish this because this was crazy.
Teach the kids how to deal with bullies, and this won't happen. We're all not equal. Even in nature, you can be feeding a flock of birds. There's going to always be one bird to come in and take the food from the. This is nature. Yeah. You cannot get rid of bullies. Teach the kids how to deal with them. Bullies build character.
Nigga, what? Bullies build character. What about the bullies that end up deleting the kid?
Nigga, what?
You lost your rabbit ass mind.
And so have I, because I say the same thing. That's an extreme to leap to. Most people who are bullied don't wind up deleted.
But most people who's defending themselves don't wind up deleting the bully.
Exactly. So you're thank you for helping me make my point, but I think I got
But
it. You're by saying that
Nah, wallet.
this is about who the bully is deleting or saying that whatever you said, I'm high.
Yeah, you must be high because arguing against that one point that I made,
but
you
that's
gotta
what
be
I'm
high.
saying.
Hold on, real quick,
If
Blanco. Hold on. He gotta be high because bullying doesn't necessarily. Yo, do you know how many people are out here hurting people, other people, because people hurt them when they was kids? Hurt people. Bullying, it doesn't build character. Bullying builds monsters and daggone psychopaths and sociopaths. That's what bullying builds. Bullying doesn't necessarily build. Are you crazy, yo, Uncle Jeff? Do you know how many people that's bullied in this world today? We're talking about the land and society of God doggone participation trophy kids. We're not talking about the kids like that we came up with that fought every day. We're talking about soft ass kids that they can't take somebody talking about. People would delete themselves over what somebody say about them on the internet. This is what generation. So you think that somebody bullying some kid is gonna build character? No, bullying is gonna build a damn sociopath and a psychopath that's gonna hurt other people. That's what happens nowadays.
Okay, fair enough.
And that's what I'm saying. Like the bullying part, I don't think it's gonna be. It will. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, and we're just giving opinions over here, but I don't think it would be the good route because it will. Let's just say if they're trying to bring up that bullying part, right? Which I don't agree at all. Now, at that point, what it's going to do is it's going to put the kid in the middle of the eye storm and be like, well, so if this man quote unquote bully, that means you brought a knife to hurt him at that point. You see what I'm saying? That's what they will bring up with.
He didn't know the kid, so it's not like he bought it to for that particular kid. He didn't know the kid, but it's possible that you can get bullied even though you didn't know somebody. Thank you, Kills. Thank you, Epico. Let me celebrate my man Epico. He said the best shall be last. Now play all my theme music. I got you, good brother. Let me play my man Epico's theme music. I appreciate you, Kills, and I appreciate you, Epico. Thank y'all both very, very much. Let me just celebrate y'all like this first, man.
God damn it, I like the way you do bit. Got his own money. And baby, when I tell you he's got his own money, I mean the boy has got his own money.
With great power comes great responsibility. I'm Spider-Man.
Shout all hell, Emperor Kojak.
Who's
313 the Great. Either bow down or get put down, biatches. Dilly. That is my man. I Hear Canvas. He made that beat. He made that beat from Spider-Man. So shout out to I Hear Canvas.
You're a freaking clown. He clowned that beat. That's funky as shit.
Yeah, that's I Hear Canvas. So shout out to I Hear Canvas on Instagram and on YouTube. I Hear Canvas. IHEAR Hear Canvas. CANVAS. Give me 1 second. JD, are you saying you hit the Cash App or what? Because I didn't get a Cash App from you, good brother. Are you saying you hit the Cash App, JD? Or are you saying, I don't know what you're saying, brother. Shout out to JD. The Cash App, the link. Are you saying the link is something wrong with the link or something? I didn't get anything from you just yet, JD. If you hit the Cash App, I don't know. But it's in the chat though. Let me see. The link is good. The Cash App link is good. So yeah, it's good. And shout out to you though. I did shout you out for helping me with the StreamYard. So thank you. Mr. F said, only in our culture can crackheads get statues and have a voice that people actually listen to. Damn, who's the crackhead, brother? Damn. Gasman said, bring back bullying. No, let's don't bring back bullying. Bullying is terrible. Hey, Bandit. All right. Shout out to Sovereign Teddy P, the ruler. I heard a similar story years ago when a boy R-worded another boy because he didn't like the sneakers. He wanted to rob him. God, that's rough. Yo, Bishop J. Jermaine, thank you, brother. He said, oh, I got it now, JD. Thank you, bro. I just got it. Y'all are bugging because it's a white boy. Man, we see this type of shit every day. Y'all running off race bait, psycho, psyop.com, son, LOL. No, this is not the yo, Bishop. Let me say this because I don't think y'all get it. The only thing for me is they are trying to charge this young brother. Let me put myself on the big screen because y'all tripping. They are trying to charge this young brother with first-degree murder, bro. That's the point. That's what we're saying. It's not first-degree murder. That is that's a life sentence for this young brother. If they give him 50 years, his life is over. 60 years, what are you talking about? The minimum is what, 8 or 5, and the maximum is 99 years. That's what the problem is. They're trying to give this young brother premeditated murder, and it's not premeditated murder. That's what my issue is. I can't speak for no one else. Shout out to Bishop. Shout out to my man, JD 1975. I appreciate you, JD. I appreciate you. I did get the cash app now. Thank you, JD. Appreciate you, bro.
I got a question is, if I now, and I could be right or wrong for whether I do this, but if I bring a knife out of my house and later on that night I get into a situation where I have to use it, is it premeditated because I happen to have the knife handy when the situation happened?
No, but that's what they're trying to say.
Exactly.
Uncle Jeff.
No, he said he got, let's say he had a cookout, right? Let's say he had a cookout and he had the knife on the table for the cookout, right? And then later on that evening, he gets in an altercation with somebody that's trying to rob his house or trying to push him around. And they're way bigger than him and he's trying to protect himself. He pulls out that knife. That wasn't premeditated.
Neither is my argument is neither is this. I got a concealed carry permit. If I if I have my 45 on me with this concealed carry permit, and I get into a life-threatening altercation where I have to pull that weapon and fire it, that's not premeditation. Premeditation is Mike gonna be down here at 8:30. I'm from the bring my 45 down here and handle this business with Mike.
That's what I was about to say, Jeff.
Bishop J. Jermaine. Hold on, Bishop J. Jermaine. It's not the wrong scenario, bro. That's what we're trying to get you to understand. What this young brother did was not premeditation, and that's my main problem. I can't speak for no one else. The problem I have with Anton and the problem I have with Charleston White in this particular case is they are painting this brother with a premeditated brush, and that is not an accurate charge for this. That's the problem. Y'all are wilding. Go ahead.
And that's what I was about to say, Jeff. Like, if you got a knife, come to the house, grab a knife, and you got a problem with your next door neighbor, that can be it could be possibly premeditated right there. You see what I'm saying? But if you already was carrying your knife and out of nowhere got into with somebody, I don't think that can be premeditated. Premeditated means that you plan to ice this nigga.
Yes.
That's what premeditated. You got a plan behind it.
Yes.
John Doe is going to be at work at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna be at the parking lot at 7:55. That's you plan this thing. You know this man's schedule. You study him and you execute it. That's what premeditated N1 means.
No doubt. Hey, did someone pay the ban Vic from the chat? I can't remember. Yo, Code, did someone pay the ban Vic from the chat or nah? Let me know real quick. Let me play this in the meantime, between time. We're gonna finish this up and You know, because I gotta get ready to go. I appreciate everybody that supported the show. You know, I'm gonna celebrate y'all in a minute. Give me a second.
You go to work, it's going to be a bully supervisor, a bully co-worker. You cannot get rid of the bully. Teach our children conflict resolution. Everything don't have to end in violence.
Nah, I
but
agree
when
with
you
that.
come from the black culture, everything is disputed in violence.
Yeah, that is the problem, though. That's how you.
He cooking. I mean, he absolutely 100% is cooking. And most of the time, we are always looking for solving confrontation by getting into a dispute, a physical dispute with somebody. And now it is escalated to the point to where kids are taking other kids' lives because they were never taught conflict resolution. He is 100% right. And I know that there's going to be a whole bunch of people inside of the chat that go back and forth, and again, they want to make it a white boy, black boy issue. I can't believe that he needs to get out, and then they're going to reference all of the previous times where people go back and forth, or what about this person, and we march for that person. And honestly, it's just a distraction from the fact that you got a lot of unresolved trauma, and somebody put this in you, and you never really experienced it for yourself, and now you want to make it a black and white issue. He's 100% cooking, and I agree with him 1,000%.
It's the culture.
That's the culture. That's how they solve. When you have a serious issue, they don't even contemplate trying to talk it out.
We teach a no snitching rule, right? So our kids are walking around with these mafia rules, codes, and ethics of the streets that's held over children about no snitching. So now I have to take a weapon because I don't want to be a snitch and kill another kid. Oh, it's a simple solution. Don't tell the teacher.
That wasn't intentional, though. That's the crazy part. And this is insane because they're making it seem like this was an intentional thing. And Stevie Wonder could see it wasn't intentional. And and actually, I did have a situation where I was expelled from school for a situation like this. And it was a simple fight, and I broke the kid's nose. And I got charged as they waited until I turned 18 in the summer and charged me as an adult.
Wow.
The next summer, yeah. For a fight that I had in school.
You know why that was, Izzy?
Why is that? Hey, what's up? If you say
Because you're a black man. That's why. See, this is about race at the end of the day. This is about tap dances, combs, Uncle Toms, and sandboats. On here, you got two sandboat Uncle Toms.
Well, you know, wait. You know that Uncle Tom was the hero in the story. He wasn't the sellout, right? Sambo was.
I'm gonna break it down. Let me finish, please.
Okay.
Now we got two. One of them worked for the government. The other one probably worked for the government too. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is you got to look at the people that are speaking. Anybody that's talking on this and then blaming that black man is a coon, and they got white balls in their buttocks. So at the end of the day, you can't jack nothing. These niggas, man, these niggas is white at the end of the day. They got white man's skin underneath that brown melanin. So all I'm saying, homie, respectfully, this is about a black man being treated as a black man. All right? And we got to understand and recognize reality, brother. And these coons up here, they ain't going to never understand the truth because they already think they that white boy. They looking at themselves as a victim. Charleston White is an antagonist. So he doesn't want nobody to retaliate on the antagonist. He think you should be able to do and say whatever you feel and do whatever you say, just like a girl. That's how these girls talk. They embrace their feelings. This ain't about feelings. It's about a black man. And I'm about to land it right here. I just want to say, black people, recognize the war, and these honkies, they got niggas that got black face on playing in our face. I digress.
Hey, shout out to Narratives Dialogues. What's up? Salute. What's up? Jay Lewis said, "Oh Lord." She said, bully all you want to, but please don't touch me. Keep your hands to your damn self. That's what my people told me. You better keep their hands to themselves. They can say whatever they want. Just don't put their hands on you. Hey, the teacher don't do ish. She don't do shit. Shout out to my man Emperor Cole. Thank you, sir. I forgot who it was, but they paid for him to be banned. Yeah. Hey, Vic, someone did pay for you to be banned. I got to look at it, but someone paid for you to be banned. I think they put 50 on you, if I'm not mistaken. Bandit Romello 747 said playground fights, first kiss in basketball. Yeah, all on the basketball court. That's right. Hey, Emperor Cove said a bully pulled up to my crib. I dog walked him in front of my girl and the whole block and dared his mammy to get dog walk next. Why you beating up people, mama?
Yeah,
But
why
the
was he
thing is,
rolling with his
like,
mama in the first place?
Yeah.
like I was saying earlier, bro, the reason why Charleston White doesn't believe none of this stuff, bro. But he understands that by he's going out of his way to say this, he brings money to his package, bro. You see, he's saying this, guess what's going to happen? A new, fresh round of interview. Do you know how much money this man getting paid for interview? About 10 bands. So guess what? Every podcast that wants to have some eyes on their podcast or whatever they got going on, they're going to bring him, give him the 10,000 because he's going to bring numbers. He understands how this works. Like, and people react to what he's saying.
We ain't talking about
helping
his
the
pockets. Why do you think he has the ideology he has, Blanco?
One moment. Wait, one moment. We need more Terry say. If I wasn't flying to Colombia right now, shout out to her flying to Colombia, I'd hop on to tell y'all how much of a seller Anton really is. Shout out to you. Go ahead, fam. What's up, Jesse? Facts. I peep his game. Go ahead.
So he tell you himself, bro. I don't know why people even listen to him. Like he tell you doing this for the bro. This is the same man that was against white people, right? He was on that kind of wave in the past, right?
Yeah.
But he's the same guy that told on his homie when they clapped the white guy. This nigga don't stand on nothing, bro. Come on, bro. I don't know. Now listen, if Farrakhan say something like this, I'd be like, well, Farrakhan is somebody that is highly respected by the people, man. That's kind of foul. Charleston White, man, come on, bro. This nigga like half retarded, bro.
All right, well, we don't have to say that word. Wait, Bishop J. Jermaine, why you saying you don't know who we are anymore? Come on, Bishop. Come on, bro. All we saying is don't give this young brother premeditation. If you said, like I said, if you say involuntary manslaughter, you got it. I don't have nothing to say at all. We let it play how it played. But first degree murder, brother, come on, man. Why y'all doing this? This don't make no sense.
I need Bishop to define what his parameters are for first degree murder, because I don't think anybody here is saying that this dude needs to go to detention. Right. I don't think anybody here is diminishing the fact that a life was taken and he took it.
And he brought a knife to school, right?
Thank you. I don't what no one here is saying is that the night before, when he put that knife in his bag, he said, "You know what? Somebody finna get this tomorrow." Right. I don't think that's what happened. No, and that's premeditated. That this is not a Dylan Klebold. This is not name any one of them white boys that came to school to off kids. That's premeditation. This is, I'm carrying this to protect myself. I might be mad. I might be scared. And this dude right here in front of me pulled the wrong ticket. At 17, that does not deserve 99 years behind bars.
Not 20, not 30.
Thank you.
I would say he should get at the most 4 or 5 years. If that, with probation, since he's never been in trouble before and he doesn't have a criminal record and he has a 3.7 GPA, they should give him, now he should have a mark on his record, a bad mark on his record, but they should at least give him a chance. He should be on supervised probation, have to pay restitution, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't think that brother need to do a day in jail. He did the work of the Lord.
Well, he's not.
Me neither.
We're not gonna do that. He's already. But this is the thing. We already know that he's gonna do at least 60 days in jail because he ain't getting that $1 million to get out. So he gonna do 60
days. God works in mysterious ways, brother. You don't know.
He should do 10 mandatory. Why you say that, Malik? He should do 10 years mandatory. This young brother who has a promising future should do 10 years.
It's only because he killed a white boy. If he was black, I don't do that.
I don't think this man deserve to be in prison because the violence was provoked by the white boy. They started the violence. They put his hands on him. Sorry. Do he deserve to die? No, I don't think so. But according to the law, stand your ground is a thing.
Okay, that's a little.
But not for under 17, under 18, allegedly in Texas.
Stand your ground versus deadly force.
Right.
Those are two different issues. Just because I push you does not give you the right to stab me. That's where all of this becomes a dance. But included in the dance should not be the night before this dude took a night to school he said, this track meet, somebody finna get stuck up. That's not what happened.
No doubt. Hey, listen, I appreciate y'all coming through and kicking it with me. I got to get ready to go pick up my son. Thank y'all so much, man, for kicking it. Shout out to Blanco, to Ignorant TV, to Uncle Jeff. Thank y'all very, very much, man. Yo, salute to everybody that came through, everybody supported the show. Shout out to Jade Lewis. Shout out to A Gab Light Too Bright. Shout out to hold on real quick, y'all. I apologize. Shout out to my man JD 1975. Shout out to Victor Hart. Shout out to Miss Lockhart. Shout out to Josh Gates. Shout out to Bishop J. Jermaine, sponsor the show. Thank you. Shout out to Kills. Shout out to Emperor Kojak 303 the Great. Thank you. Shout out to Corey Love TV. Thank you. Shout out to Bandit Romello 747 Bankai. Thank you. Shout out to Daryl Long. Thank you. Shout out to Petty Pendergrass. Thank you. Shout out to Miss Lockhart for the double up. I really appreciate y'all very, very much. Thank you to everybody that supported the show. Make sure you subscribe to Kojak 313 Gaming. Subscribe to JD 1975, to my man Stanley D. Rock the Block, Uncle Jeff, Ignite TV, my man Cajun Darfire. What's up, Cajun? What's going on? You good? Thank you very much. Hey, catch me on the replay. Make sure, and Blanco, subscribe to Poppy Blanco TV. He got a channel too. Yo, man, thank y'all so much. I really, really appreciate you. I appreciate y'all very, very much, man. My thing is, just to be clear, I don't think that the young brother, the young guy, Austin, should have lost his life. You know what I'm saying? I do think it was senseless. I don't think the young brother should have stabbed him. At the same time, I think that it was more of a scared thing, more of maybe a defense thing. So I absolutely don't think that he should be on trial for premeditated anything. Now, if you say first degree, if you say involuntary manslaughter, I could see that. And I wouldn't be mad at that. You know what I mean? At the same time, I think that as content creators, as influencers, we should be careful about what we're putting out there, especially in terms of somebody else's future when they're just starting out. Like, I don't think that this is a bad kid. I don't think that this is a troubled kid or a child or a kid that would continue to do this. So I think that we need to really, really check ourselves and check our motives, and no dollar amount should be enough for us to sell out our own people that look like us and depend on us, man. Much love to y'all. I appreciate y'all. We out of here. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.
You don't melt, cuz. These conditions are weighing heavy on my mind, man. I need a break from it. Got my bags packed, got my itinerary, I'm gone. I finally had a good dream till shots woke me out of my sleep. In case you're wondering exactly what provoked me to leave, that was the last straw, cause I ain't sleep well for years. Paranoid, heat held for years. So I gotta move on from this poverty-stricken maze. Rats in the cage, killed for cheese that's strategically placed. Crack holes with dope fiends, keep polluting their veins. And my mind is telling me that I'm a part of the blame. How can I proudly wear a chain with shame attached to it? No, I can't take it off, I'm attached to it like the ghetto's pain. I'm like, when did I get that foolish? That question crossed my mind as I watched the ass moving for a piece of change. Till it's back to the block, my Glock rattling shook. Niggas, I crack them apart. I took vengeance till it blackened my heart. Knowing vengeance is yours, Lord, so please take me out of the dark. So baby, I'm gone, you know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, I'm gone, you know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, I seen Kiss clip while on a little trip to the store. Who would think a trip for eggs would be a trip to the morgue? Crawl on memorials are covering the bricks on the walls. This is common when you're living with conditions of poor. With poor liquor, let it spill on the floor. The more niggas we lost, I'm gone, niggas. You're never gonna see me no more. I love you dearly, but the hood is like a lost effort. Nobody cared before, tried to got your goal measures. So I'm leaving forever to find a life a little more better than yours. I can't stick around to witness how far do we fall. I stood on corner, spring, summer, and fall. Winter position in the semi, of course. Henny Liqueurs in me. I'm on a quest for more millies in my repertoire. Forgive me, but I gotta take off. I'm sick and not going from niggas to gods. Really the hood's in me, but baby, I'm gone. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my hood, and I'll never be gone for good. But I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my hood, and I'll never be gone for good. But I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, forget my vent, can't abandon my home. Though I'm impatient with our situation, I won't leave you standing alone. Stand on my shoulders if you need me, I could carry the globe. Overdoses in the hood, fiends slamming they arms. Some of us made it out the hood, good at slamming the ball. Others stand in front of cams and perform for all y'all who chose abandoning laws to make it. I wore the same shoes on the corner slinging the day shift. So I'm back, needed a vacation from the monotony of poverty blocks. I hate it, so I'm riding for my G's who play the bench on the daily spit flames until the yellow tape layers the fence. When the boys come, we don't run, we wait for them and say it's defense. Till we're finally arraigned and we're pinched, hanged and lynched with razor blades, marking down the days on the wall. But if the bell comes, baby, I'm gone. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my hood, and I'll never be gone for good. But I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe